Hello. Oh. Hi. I was a bit confused. Let me turn on the music. I started OBS, and I had a black screen, and I didn't understand why I had a black screen. But then I saw that OBS didn't know where I put my starting soon, my BRB, and ending screens. And I was like, oh shit. Because I got a new HDD where I'm gonna be backing up like old commissions and stuff, which is like, well, literally a couple thousand thumbnails that I just don't want to be on my HDD that I'm using day to day because I'm afraid that it's gonna die. But apparently in the process of backing up old files, I also backed up current files, so I need to get them back. But also I can just re-download them from Etsy because that's also how it works. But yeah, hello! You finished the game and you heard me say hello and it scared you? Yeah, that makes sense. Hi Chaos, thanks, welcome in. And welcome in everyone else. I pinned it again and I'm gonna be doing it until I reach a good amount of subscribers on my VOD channel. Please subscribe to my VOD channel. If you're currently watching this on the VOD channel, subscribe to my VOD channel. I'm getting quite close to the amount of watch hours I need to get monetized, but I also need 1,000 subscribers. I'm currently at 200. Like, my VOD channel subscribers like doubled in the last few weeks. So I'm really proud of that and I thank you for that, but I'm gonna be annoying about it for a little bit more. I've also accepted the fact that we might not finish Trial 2 today. But I'm kind of okay with that because we also got a little bit of Trial 3. And I want to save that for like a separate stream and then go into like timelines or whatever. But if we do 3 prisoners today, and then Kotoko and like the end of Trial 2 videos, plus whatever we have of Trial 3, tomorrow, I think that's a good balance without having to rush any of it. I also feel like going from Kotoko into Trial 3, with like the end of Trial 2 video in between, might be a good flow as well. I don't know. I've accepted that that's probably what's gonna happen today. And I'm okay with that. I have opened my window. I'm good with that. But yeah. It's a little bit chaotic today. I was so early, and I was like ready to go live early. So we would already be done with most of the yapping by now. So basically, my little brother's girlfriend kind of lives with us right now. And she is an absolute sweetheart. But she just came back from one of her final exams. So obviously, I had to go and chat with her to see how it went, right? Because for me, it has been 5 years since I've done exams. Admittedly, I was a bit on the older side because of like how I did school and everything. So it was nice to talk about that. Kind of feel like a big sibling kind of vibe. I don't know. It was really nice. But hi, Drunk. Welcome in. I love Twitch telling me when people are like returning chatters, because I'm bad at knurling names. But now it's telling me like, oh, you guys have been here before, like you're returning, and I'm getting a smile just from that, and I really appreciate everyone for returning, and also thank you everyone for lurking, because I know there's like a whole bunch of lurkers. And I really appreciate you. Never feel like you have to talk in my chat. Ever. Even like participate in polls or whatever. You can just be here and vibe and enjoy. And I already really appreciate you for being here. I also finished my ads. So now it's actually gonna tell me when it's gonna run ads. Never feel like you have to talk. Oh, I'm doing this wrong, aren't I? Well, you're allowed to talk, and if you want to, and if you're enjoying it, but never feel like you have to. Because I often just like hanging out in the stream and not saying a thing and just enjoying it from the sidelines. Because I've been a moderator for a lot of Twitch streamers that I've been watching, to the point that eventually me just joining a chat, people recognize my name, even if I was like a first-time chatter or like I wasn't a moderator or it was literally the first time I was in that stream. People recognized me and gave me anxiety. So I completely understand people doing that. No, my brain says I have to. Then again, my brain doesn't do dopamine, right? Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, don't feel pressure to talk. Yeah, that's better wording. Because honestly, I can yap enough without chat talking to me. That's never been a problem. Well, that's a lie. It was a problem at the start because I was so anxiety ridden I couldn't like get a word out. That's fine. Also, before we start, I have to like admit something really funny. And that is, did you know that if you like don't go on social media for like a day, or like you don't spend most of the day scrolling through social media, you can actually get shit done? And I sound like a crazy person saying that. But I was super overwhelmed after an appointment on Monday. It was related to like transitioning, top surgery and everything. And it kind of tripped me up. So I was really stressed. So I couldn't really do anything I was supposed to do. And I got more stressed. So I was like, let's just take a day off, put my phone in focus mode, not go on social media for like a day. And I read half a book. I caught up on a whole bunch of things. I finished Daredevil Born Again, started rewatching Andor so I can watch season 2. And I felt so much better and less stressed from not being on Twitter. And now probably most of you are sitting here like, I could have told you that. Like, I know that that's the case. It was just experiencing that was eye-opening. Also, for the book I was reading, this is a crazy good book, but it's about 2 trans kids. Like, one is a trans girl and the other one's a trans guy, and they used to date when she was already out and he wasn't. And there's like a lot of trans trauma being unpacked in here. All the while they're dealing with a monster that supposedly only eats girls. And they haven't quite figured out whether it eats biological girls or like people that identify as girls, or like you just have to be girl enough for it to count. It's really fascinating, and I'm like 100 pages from finishing. Yeah, it's Old Wounds by Logan Ashley Kistner. And this is... It's him, right? Yeah. This is his first novel. And they're coming out with a new novel this year, and it's called The Transition, and it's about a trans guy that just got top surgery. But the whole recovery process got complicated because they got bitten by a werewolf. I don't know where he's getting these premises from, but it's like so funky and cool. Because this is like stuff that you can only really deal with trans people. And it's only really done right, written by a trans person. Yeah. Enough about that. You old. I could have said something so mean to you just now, Breeze, but I'm not gonna. I'm so mean. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Also, remember the things that were on the wall here? The hooks? They're just like sticky hooks. They keep falling down. So I probably have to actually get some nails in the wall. But I'm stubborn, and like I didn't want to ask my dad to help me because I don't know how to fucking do that. But it turns out I probably have to. Hey, I tried, okay? But like if you buy cheap sticky hooks from Amazon, you should expect cheap quality. And it's probably fine if you don't hang like a lot on it. Okay, so where were we? We finished Mahiru. So we have Shidou, Mahiru, check out the trial interrogation, and we have Kazui, Amane, Kazui and Amane interrogation, Mikoto. I think that's plenty for today. And then for tomorrow we do Kodako, her song, Mikoto Kodako second trial interrogation, the report, the undercover route, the third trial teaser, Jackalope third trial commencement notice, and like prisoner 1 Haruka something. And they dropped a teaser for Yuno's trial 2 song. And because a lot of this stuff that we're watching, like the interrogation questions and the voice dramas are all fan uploads, I have to like figure out where I can get that stuff, because I don't expect this playlist to be immediately updated. But we'll figure it out tomorrow. That's completely fine, because for everything we need for today is already here. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, by the way, just like, it's a black screen. So if we go BRB, I probably have to like edit this screen a little bit. Like now it says starting screen, but I'll just change it to BR back. Yeah. Also, I love having this game on hand because it's a super nice makeshift starting soon screen. Because it's animated and everything. It's so cute! Yeah, let me turn off the music. And then we start here for today. Okay. Bit of a rough start, because usually we're already like warmed up with something else, and now we immediately jump into the interrogation questions. But it's fine. We're fine. What did I put? Oh, that was my cream. I hope you guys are ready, because we're gonna jump in. 22 minutes of intro, including 10 minutes of starting soon screen. I'm getting quicker. Oh my god. I had too much coffee this morning. We got a new coffee machine, and I had 2 cappuccinos extra strong, and it may not have been my best move, but hey. Okay, wait, I may have to like first do like hydrate my hands. They're so dry. Because I cannot do it in the meantime, because then I get like hand cream all over my mouse and keyboard, and it's... There's probably several jokes in that. I also realized that for last stream, I was supposed to do Kazui as well, like that was on the planning, because he was in the thumbnail too, but we just simply didn't. I also didn't have time, but I completely forgot. So that was funny, crazy, I don't know. Hey, I'm a professional streamer, did you know that? Oh, what's your opinion on marriage? It's a good thing. How do you feel about your victim? I don't know which one you're referring to. Crazy. Do you usually wear rings? They dull the sensations in my fingertips, so I tend not to. What kind of tight rings are you wearing? Can you speak languages other than Japanese? English and casual conversation level German. That's random. Did you have a good relationship with your family? Yes, we're the happiest family imaginable. That sounds like hoping. Kazui's story is relatable in my opinion. Ooh. Do you think you could forgive Kodako? No, I cannot acknowledge the use of violence to solve problems. This cover is also really good. Are you in good terms with any fellow prisoners? Kayano-kun has ended up you know how. And additionally, I am no longer able to smoke. I feel lonely following the smoking group's disbandment. What do you mean he ended up, you know how? Wait, who's Kayano-kun again? Let me look that up. MILGRAM Kayano. Oh, Mikoto. What does your name mean? I think it means the wish to become strong like a lion. It seems I don't live up to that name at all. Yeah, I'm really bad at names. I'm already happy that I can remember their first name. There used to be a time where I knew all of the cure names of all the Predicure up until like small Predicure and their human names, first and last. I lost that power of autism, man. I think man. Please draw a sketch of yourself. The smoker group was Kazui, Shidou, and Mikoto since they're the oldest prisoners, I think. Oh, but the age gap between everyone else and Mikoto is crazy still. Yeah, Mikoto kind of went off the rails. Do you like children? Of course. Rude question. What does your family look like? My wife and my 2 kids, and he crossed that out. Waiting for my ADHD friends to react to me, but I know he's in the zone. I don't want to piss him off. It's so funny, college students into grandpas. Wait, okay, so like one is like 39, right? And it's like 10 years of age difference. With so Kazui, what are the ages now? Okay, now before I'm gonna trip up, MILGRAM Shidou age. Okay, so Shidou's 29, so he's not grandpa. Kazui's 39, so that's like whatever. Mikoto MILGRAM age. Mikoto's 23. It's like the weirdest fucking bunch. But I don't think Mikoto is part of the older crew. Aren't like a bunch of them like 25? Like one of them is 25? Can you drive a car? Yes, I can, but I don't really want to anymore. Oh! Does that mean that they died like a car accident? That wasn't like really clear. What are your thoughts on Amane's changes? The adults need to do something about it. It's frustrating because I can't move around due to being busy treating injuries, so I have no choice but to leave it to someone else. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, so like they're asking about Amane's changes, but we haven't really seen them. It's just like from hearsay that she went completely off the fucking rails. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's also funny, the adults need to do something about it. Most of them are adults. I think like only 2 or something are underage. Sort of foreshadowing, yeah. I mean, Mikotoga. What did you major in school? It was medical school. Yeah. Have you contributed to society? I had thought of my work as a contribution to society. I mean, it is. Like, you were a doctor. Even if you malpractice, you still contributed. How did you meet your lover? In our neighborhood, our relationship began as family friends. What does your dating history look like? I don't remember that much, but I had 1 girlfriend in kindergarten and then 2 relationships in elementary school. I started going out with my wife in 2nd year of middle school, and we've been together ever since. Did she die? Like, why you say that you're still together? Also, this guy casually had more girlfriends before the age of 12 than most people have at the age of like 25. Do you resent the judgment passed in the first trial? I didn't understand it at first, however, it is true that if I was not forgiven, there would have been lives unable to be saved. What was your lover like? She was a strong person. I'm quite careless in private, so I'd be relying on her. Okay, so now he's using past tense. What's the ultimate form of love? Being together until death does us part. Damn. What's your opinion on marriage? It's something I really dream of. How do you feel about your victim? I loved him. Damn. I know I said it a lot, but it's like, damn. Do you usually wear rings? I want to. After all, it's been my wish to receive one from my boyfriend. I really feel bad for her. Can you speak languages other than Japanese? I chose to learn Chinese in university, but wow, I don't think I can go up to speaking. Did you have a good relationship with your family? I think I was what they call a sheltered girl. I'm grateful for my mama and papa, but maybe they were a little strict. Do you think you could forgive Kotoko? I don't hold a grudge, at least. It was over something non-negotiable after all. A good terms with any of the developed prisoners. Since he's been treating injuries, I've gotten to talk to Shidou-san a lot. Yuno-chan too. Oh, at least Yuno is talking to people. At the very least. What does your name mean? Something like, may the darkness of the night never come? I love Japanese names for having like such intricate meanings. Because like, I think my birth name means like the beloved emerald or some shit, and I'm like, where the fuck is that even coming from? I'm busy today. I'm gonna watch the VOD. That's okay, Visa Anime. I was explaining at the start that we're probably not gonna finish Trial 2 today. So we're doing Kotoko and onwards tomorrow. So we're just doing 3 prisoners today. So you're not missing the end of Trial 2 if you can make it tomorrow. These roses catch if you're so. Okay, this is kind of cute. That's adorable. Do you like children? Yep, I've always dreamed of the older being a girl and the younger being a boy. That's so specific always. Oh, I saw a TikTok of like a woman and they did like a gender reveal and then it turned out to be a boy and she absolutely crashed out. I'm like, if you were so pressed about a certain gender, why are you doing gender reveal party? Like, it's literally 50-50. It was so embarrassing. And then there were people that quote retweeted that shit being like, normalize gender disappointment or something. And I'm like, what? There's so many people that can't even get kids, and then you're like crashing out about the gender, and also you're posting it on the internet for everyone to see, and like your whole family was present. What is he gonna think when he's older? On the topic of these interrogation questions, I love how the people who translate these questions try their best to replicate the prisoner's handwriting from Japanese to English. I really appreciate that too, because it really gives like personality. Like, handwriting says a lot about a person. To be fair, I should have known I was like trans from just my handwriting alone. Older girls could like write really nicely, and older boys was legible. Even that's a stretch. Like, I can do nice if I take the time, but I don't. So sometimes I make notes and I cannot even read them myself later. What does your family look like? Papa, Mama, Mahiru. Can you drive a car? I have a driver's license, but it doesn't get any use. What are your thoughts on Amane's changes? If I were healthy, I'd like to play with her a lot. No. What is your major in school? The Faculty of Literature. Have you contributed to society? I don't think there's anything I can mention with confidence. Ooh. Insecure girly. I'll let you meet your lover. We made eye contact at the university terrace. I really felt like it was fate. Aww. Her story is so sad. How does your dating history look like? I attended a girls' middle school and high school, so I didn't date anyone until university. That's what I call a skill issue. Did you resent the judgment passed in the first trial? I don't hold resentment towards anything. It's okay, really. Okay, so I was like thinking, often people that say like I don't hold resentment or like it's fine, they do have bottled up feelings that they're not quite realizing themselves. It's like if she were to snap, she would totally like have some sort of feelings towards it, but it won't be visible until it's like literally boils up. But it's like a self-preservation skill. What is your lover like? Just a kind person overall? Or Mappy? What's your ultimate form of love? Being together forever. Okay, well. Is this another person that's doing fan uploads? Yeah, I think it's another person. Oh, so these are like the Spanish translators, and I noticed that there wasn't an English one for this one. Interesting. But I always wondered, like, why do translators that are like so dedicated suddenly stop? We have to move the camera again. I'm sorry, chat. Sorry, I have to like put it correctly. Okay, and then the chat box here as well. Let's hope that works. The translators try to upload the voice dramas as soon as possible, so the quality isn't really good sometimes. Oh, yeah, but like the fact that there wasn't an upload for Kazui, that even like the Spanish translators were like, oh, let's translate. That means it like really took forever. If stuff like this would happen in Dutch, I would totally be a translator too, because I love doing that stuff. But I just don't speak the languages people are translating from. Yeah. S. enters and says, I've kept you waiting, Kazui. It doesn't download? What does that mean? To be fair, the fact that there's like these translation videos with like translators notes and like them recognizing certain flaws in official translation, that's already like huge in my opinion. How's the volume?
ことこから囚人を守ってくれたようだな。感謝する。当然のことさ。
Oh, because the layout is different, it's still covering up the stuff. Let's just put the chat here. No, that's not gonna work. Not there. No, that's not gonna work either. I'm struggling. So like, okay, how high is the text going every time? To his nose. You know, I'm just gonna try it here. That's the best I can do, Chad. You're tiny, but you need to be there. Oh, let's start over.
久しぶり、看守君。ああ、久しいな。監獄の中は随分と大変なことになっているが、まあ他の子たちから聞いてるかな。そこら辺は。はあ。ことこから囚人を守ってくれたようだな。
感謝する。
当然のことさ。それくらい。しかしあの子は本当に強いね。俺もあらごとは経験してきた。
You're like twice her age. It should be fine.
女性は初めてだよ。
その、お前でも無力化できないものなのか。
こういうのって基本的に体重が重い方が勝つんだけどね。向こうがこっちをしっかり殺す気なのと、さすがに怪我させるわけにはいかないからさ。難しいね。
そうか。
こうなることはもともと危惧していたよ。若い子も多い。
Okay, if this is the level of cutting off, I think we'll be fine. Like, you can still tell it says I was, right?
このような状況でまともな精神を保つことは難しい。
冷静だな。
どうだろうね。暴力沙汰の方が慣れてるからかな。それでもシーナちゃんは間に合わなかった。責任を感じているよ。まあ安心してよ。俺が動ける限りは守ってみせるよ。あの子とまともに戦えるのは俺くらいだろうから。
あとはミコトか。
ああ。
Mikoto's out of control. Oh yeah, that's exactly what he says.
でも読めないね。
Is the volume also good, by the way?
全滅だってあり得る。
全滅。
Because I've technically on the same levels as before, but it sounds softer.
それもすべて看守君の判断次第なんだろう。誰を許すか許さないか。
Okay, alright, nice, thank you.
何が言いたい？
できればこれ以上人が傷つかない方法を選んでほしいと言っている。
つまりお前を許せと。
おいおい、そんな目で見るなよ。
僕は看守だ。許せれば許すし、許せなければ許さない。それ以外に指標はない。
いいじゃないか。看守君も囚人たちが傷ついていく現状は望むところではない。
He's so level-headed. I love him.
罪を見ているといい。
Like, Kazui is just like the one grounded prisoner that, I don't know, like for storytelling reasons, he helps advance certain parts of the story. It also helps advance S's character, because he can talk about things a lot more rationally. It might still be like a mask, like he might absolutely be insane on the inside, right? But it's, I don't know, it's refreshing in between like people going all sorts of the rails. I don't know, I like him. It's nice.
言いながら囚人たちを守る判断をしていけばいい。心の内側は誰にもわからない。それくらいのずる賢さは許されるだろ
う。お前らしい小賢しい考えだ。
当然の判断だろう。人を守るための虚偽は罪かい？
カントだな。
カント？
哲学者。どんな状況でも嘘をつくことは罪である。
That's an interesting take.
へえ。
友人を人殺しが追ってきたとして、居場所を尋ねられた場合でも嘘をついてはならないそうだぞ。
It's a very black and white take, but it's very interesting to think about. That's what philosophy is for, right?
だが、お前は嘘で人を殺したのだ
ろ? Oh damn.
許したんだろ？俺のことを。ずいぶん当たりがきついね。
そうか？
白々しいね。君は心象風景を見ることで俺の気を知りに行くと言っていた。その結果かい？
不定だろ？くだらない。許したのはいまいち詳細がわからないからだ。経緯もお前の心情もよくわからん。
That's also very mature from S to say.
非常にわかりづらい。ポエミーに暗喩した。
And what S says also, like, he was lacking the details. Like, yeah, Kazui is unfaithful. But how did it end up with someone dead? Like, I don't, like, just from, like, a storytelling perspective, I think 3 out of 10 cases of the murders being someone, like, offing themselves based on the, how do you call it? Based on the other person's behavior. Feels a bit much, right? Maybe I'm just analyzing too hard. Maybe it's like exactly the right amount. I don't know.
自分に酔ったお前の人間性が丸出しだ。
はあらら。許してくれたってのに散々な言い草じゃないか。
個人的な嫌悪感だ。
I'm glad they're making the T3 MVs more non-subtle. I'm really excited for Futas and Moose MVs. Oh, yeah, I completely expected that too, because the first MVs were really vague. Then the second one became a lot more clear, but like it's still vague that you cannot know for sure, but it's a lot more clear on like what happened, right? Like with Futai, that someone offed themselves based on like his online harassment, or that Mahiru's boyfriend offed himself, basically from her like smothering him with love. You still don't know the details, but you still, like, but you already kind of know what's happening. So it makes sense that T3 is like gonna basically spell out what the hell happened. Or like enough that the rest of the MVs are like the missing pieces so you can piece it together. You're 15.
個人的な。
そうだ。
You're 15s.
君は無味無臭の看守であろうとする嫌いがあると思っていたけど、個人的な嫌悪感を個人的な嫌悪感として出してくるなんて珍しいんじゃない？
やかましい。
よっぽど俺の罪が気に入らなかったと見えるね。わかるよ。若さゆえか。
Yeah, the way Elsa is saying it is very childlike.
なんだ、まじまじと見てくるな。気色の悪い。
I love the random zoom in. Oh!
すっきり。
いきなり何するんだい？
生理的な反応だ。悪く思うな。
それでためらいなく顔を殴るのはやめなよ。しかし。
That could be a tactical decision to like release certain emotions so the MV will show more.
そういう可能性は考えてもみなかったな。思い込みというのは。
Of everything you did consider, you didn't consider that? That's crazy.
わけのわからないことを言っていると、もう一度殴るぞ。
まったくヒステリーはやめておくれよ。ただそれなら納得がいく部分もあるね。
Yeah, you're old enough to be his dad.
俺は子供がいないけど、そういうものだと聞いているよ。
おい、わけ知り顔でベラベラ喋るなよ。不愉快な。
でもね、違うんだよ。
何の話だ？
違うんだ。不貞と言ったね。いわゆる浮気や不倫の類だと。
はあ、お前の心象から僕はそう推測した。
違う。不貞にすらならなかったよ。そういうものにすらならなかったんだ。
Did they have an open relationship? So technically it's an infidelity?
俺のはね。
I'm grasping at straws here.
既婚者。最大者だろ、お前。
そうだよ。あれ、そうか。言ってなかったか。
指輪外したんだな。
そうか。外してたか。そうか。
はあ。
持ち歩いてはいるんだけどね。ほら、俺は許された。
If your feelings were validated, why aren't you wearing a ring?
だからこれをしなくてもいいってことなのかね。おかげで第二審が始まってから気分が楽だった。それは本当に申し訳ないね。つまり
その指輪がお前にとっての罰の象徴だというのなら、相手にとってこれ以上ない残酷さだろうな。結婚というのは愛し合う者同士が望むするも
Not
のだ。
necessarily. It's very childish way of
一
thinking
方の
about it.
人間が望んだだけではできないものだ。それを勝手に罰扱いとは
This is why I like that S is like
バカ
young.
にしている。
そうだね。
Because someone close to Kazui's age wouldn't have said that.
そう思ったんだろうさ。妻もね。
前も言っていた。お前は嘘つきだ。その嘘が人を殺した。
Maybe his wife is like a lot younger.
僕はお前を許した。まだわからないなりに直接殺したわけではなさそうだとか、様々な類推の中でお前の人殺しは罪ではないと判断した。だが嘘をつく人間性は褒められたものではない。
Well said.
その通りだと思うよ。
I love that there, in every case there are different levels
好
of
き嫌いで
nuance.
言うと嫌いだ。覚えとけ。
It's crazy how S is like getting all hung up. Like, you're a liar. You're cheating on your wife. You're a really, really bad person. And they're a lot nicer to someone that is like was actively bullying people online. Like, it's so funny how like just as being a child and looking at things very much like a child, like really straightforward logic. Like the logic is good, but it lacks nuance, right? And like I am in between their ages. Like S is 15, I'm 25, Kazui is 39. I'm kind of in between both of their takes, but I'm already like seeing like, oh, I thought similarly at that age, but now I'm older and know more about relationships and stuff. Sometimes infidelity is not the end of the fucking world. Do I approve of it? No. But like, shit happens. People make bad choices. It's not literally the end of the world. But for S to like really literally demonize Kazui is crazy. When he was talking to other people that like started beating up people for fun because they thought it was justice, or bullying people online, or like what else happened? I don't know. Literally killing someone to get attention.
わかるよ。
はあ、
俺も大嫌いだよ。嘘をついている。
And the worst part about lying is that you're hurting people that you love.
嘘つきはね。
Not even the lie itself.
苦しいんだよ。
だったら
だから変えようとしたんだ。変わろうとしたんだ。
I do believe it can be a mental illness that you're like a pathological liar.
打ち明けたんだ。ありのままでいようとしたんだよ。俺は俺の生まれたままであろうとしたんだ。
おい、カズイ。
嘘が殺したんじゃない。嘘をやめたから死んだんだ。嘘をついたままなら。
Oh, fascinating.
死ななかったんだ。
Okay, but if someone dies because you stop lying, that obviously meant that the lies were already a risk. So if you had never lied at all, not necessarily, but like often if you hadn't lied at all, it wouldn't have been a problem at all. But sometimes you have to start lying to keep them safe or something. I don't know.
Kazui.
嘘をつかなきゃ生きていけないんだ。そう生まれたんだ。
Their views represent what the fan base was saying back then, and not many fans are older than 20 probably, so it makes sense. Yeah. That it's so fascinating how like just age can make you look differently at this. I also believe that a lot of people that are like serial adulterers are just polyamorous people that literally like you need multiple people in your life. Like that's just how you're wired, but that doesn't really work in a society, especially because polyamory is still taboo. So just cheating on them is less taboo than wanting to be in a polyamorous relationship. Is that a good thing? No, that people do that. Is that how society has cornered people? Yes. It's still terrible to do. Like, why are you lying to your spouse? Like, that's crazy, right? But I do believe that it's just in some people's system that they cannot be with just one person. So it's literally crazy that like cheating on someone is less taboo than being like, hey, I'm polyamorous. I want to be in an open relationship. I think it's more acceptable in society to cheat on your spouse than to just be like gay, right? Fucking insane. And on top of that, he's a pathological liar, so it doesn't help anything either.
よくわからんやつだな、お前は。
It shouldn't be. No, obviously.
心の内を巧妙に隠しているかと思えば。
I have something to add about that after.
自己嫌悪に陥っている。
おじさんの情緒不安定見てらんないよね。ごめんね。
カントの話だが。
友人が殺されそうでも嘘つくなって人ね。
彼の主張は嘘をつかなかったことで友人が死んだとしてそこに因果関係はない。
Oh, that's also a really interesting point of philosophy. Lying is always a sin, even if lying would save someone's life. But if someone died because you didn't lie, it's not your fault. I so do not agree with that. But it's an interesting philosophical, like, thinking way. I want to get into philosophy more.
そう思えないけどね。
嘘をつかなくても友人は死なないかもしれないし、嘘をついても友人は別。
That's the craziest. If you tell the truth, your friend might still survive. But if you do lie and they end up dying later, it's your fault for lying in the first place. Like what is that? I know Kazui is suing with a survivor's guilt from that statement. Yeah.
の機会に死ぬかもしれない。だから誠実であるべきだと。
納得できる？
いや、あまり。
だよね。
あまりだったが、今は誠実であろうとしたことで失敗をした人間に対して。その誠実さ自体を責めないようにという優しさなのかもしれないと思った。何が起きたかはまだ知らないが、お前が正直であろうとしたこと自体は。
Okay, that I do agree with. Like, even if his lies kept up a false sense of security, and when he started being honest, that put them in danger again. it is still something you can still be proud of him starting to be honest again. Like, those things are not mutually exclusive. Him stopping to lie and him lying in the first place, putting someone in danger, is bad, but finally starting to be honest is also a good thing.
急に優しいね。
思ったことを言っているだけだ。仮にもお前は許された。
Oh yeah, the survivor's guild is crazy.
それでも少しも楽そうじゃない。
本当にね。
他のやつはなんだかんだで許されたことで自分を解放していたがな。
そうなんだね。
それだけ人に思いを肯定されるということは人格形成に大きな影響を及ぼすということがわかる。だがお前はお前自身を許していない。だから変われない。もしくは偽った自分を許されても少しも救われないということか。
ああ、本当にすごいね、君は。たくさん考えてる。
Yeah, it's really impressive how S is going over so many like philosophical conundrums while still thinking like a 15-year-old. Like, both of them are happening at the same time. It's fascinating.
自分を許していない。偽りの自分を許されても響かない。そのどっちもなんじゃないかな。重ねてきた嘘が自分を縛っている。
Okay, I need to read this the second time. I haven't forgiven myself. Even my lies are forgiven. It won't resonate with me. It might just be both of these. All the lies I've told are tying me down. Ever since I was little, I never truly opened myself to anyone. But in the end, people cannot be saved if they don't open up. And by now, it's gotten to a point where I can't do it by myself anymore. I feel so bad for him. I relate to him a lot, to be honest. It's really hard to be honest after coming to the point of lying without realizing, considering how huge his lies were. That's probably how he felt. I also feel like on a smaller level where, like, even if you keep telling small lies, like me being trans, like I had to hide that for a long time, and me being bisexual as well. It's like I started stacking up like small little lies, and often was like lying by omission. And to be finally honest about things just felt weird and wrong. And I felt like I had to build up trust, even though the trust was never broken, but it's still, yeah.
小さい頃から自分の胸の内なんて語ったことがない。でも結局、人はそうしないと救われないってことだ。そして、それはもう俺の手ではできないところまで来ているんだ。
I will have to let it play now because there's an ad coming up in a couple minutes. Otherwise, the ad will cover up this.
ミルグラムならぶち壊してくれると思ったんだけどね。
I mean, it might still.
挑発のつもりか。
君は俺の罪に届かなかった。
Yeah, maybe you didn't, like, were open enough. Now you are open. Now you want MILGRAM to see it.
ミルグラムも大したことがないんだな。
無理をするなよ。さっきまで泣き言を言っていたくせに。
行き止まりまで来てしまった嘘つきの意地さ。俺の嘘を明かしてみろ、ミルグラム。そしてS、俺をこの嘘から解放してくれ。
Yeah.
はあ、任せておけ。
I feel so bad for him.
囚人番号7番カズイ、お前の罪を歌え。
Hell yeah. Okay, I have to run an ad now because otherwise it's gonna cover up something. So I'm just gonna yap about something that I talked about with my mom. You're not necessarily missing anything. So use this ad to like go to the bathroom, stretch your legs. I don't know how long the ad will be for you, but I will be running a 3-minute ad. My experience is that often people have lesser ads. Anyway, see you in a bit. So something I was thinking about during this, and I didn't want to like derail too much, was when I was in the car with my mom earlier this week. We started talking about marriage and stuff. Context is irrelevant, but I was like, there are some people that find the love of their life and like are the happiest they'll ever be, and they find the love of the life like often at a young age. The one relationship that prompted it was Smallish Beans and LD Shadow Lady. Like they were around my age when they got married, I think, and they've been together 6 years earlier this week. And just, they're so happy together. And the way Joel talks about Lizzie, it's so adorable. But I myself don't really think marriage is for me. And I also think marriage is like a broken structure. And I think it's beautiful for the people that actually like want to be tied together like that. But I feel like over time, society has put like a certain pressure on marriage. Like, oh, if you're in love and you're kind of happy together, like you should get married at some point. So I think a lot of people get married way too early or shouldn't get married at all. And I also think that a lot of people put a lot of pressure on marriage. And I think that human beings are just a variety. Just like we have people that are attracted to different genders and everything. I also think that everyone acts differently with like how they approach partnerships. Like I mentioned earlier, there's polyamory where people have multiple partners. You have like relationships where everyone is dating each other, but you can also be polyamorous that you are dating multiple people, but one of them is like your primary partner. And you can be their primary, but you can also like their primary is someone else, right? But I also think that some people are made to have a relationship that lasts the rest of their lives. And other people, it's like, it's okay if you like are together for 10 years and that was the time you were meant for each other, but now you're supposed to like move on. And not because you hate each other or something, but sometimes you were exactly what the other person needed and vice versa. And now you worked through whatever, or the universe is like, okay, this was your time together. I think you can have multiple soulmates, because I don't think like it's like twins, like you have just the one. I think you can be linked on the soul level to multiple people, and it doesn't have to be romantic. But I met one of them, and I was friends with him for like 4 years or something. And we are completely synchronized. And it was some of the happiest times of my life, even though I was also at the worst time of my life. But then we parted ways, and it was just super naturally. And even though it hurt, I do still think like that was the time we were supposed to be in each other's lives. And I don't think we should be anymore. Like, I don't think reconnecting is a good thing for either of us, because we're in completely different parts of our lives. But he was still a really important part of me figuring out who I am, and I was for him. And yeah, I don't know. I just think that we as human beings are very versatile, different, and we all have different needs, different times, and like sometimes the universe puts us in different paths that we didn't expect, and circumstances just change. I don't know. And so like, I think we should put a lot less pressure on marriage. Like, first of all, getting married, but also staying married. Like, not every marriage has to be saved, and you don't always have to get divorced because you're no longer in love or something. Like, there was a whole philosophical like conversation I have with my mom in the car. We had like an hour drive or something, so we went on that road. and I want to share that with you. And the ads are also over, so that's fantastic. So now we can continue. Hope you enjoyed that. So now we have Kazui's song. It's called Cat. Oh. Oh, the art style is completely different. Why does he have a ring in his mouth? Oh, this is his wedding ring. Oh, that makes so much sense. Let me grab some water. Fantastic. I still haven't properly cleaned my desk. I still have the wrapper of the straw of the boba I had like a week and a half ago. Oh, cat time, oh my. Welcome in, Chewy Cake. Looked like I came in at the right time. Yeah, you came in right before the first song of the day. Here we go. Let me know if the volume is loud enough. Oh, I fuck with that genre. My brain is going. I think it's a little loud. Was the marriage a lie? What is the lie? What's with the apple hat? Okay, before we continue with the rest of the song, what if, like, the only thing I can think about is that the marriage was a lie, and there was someone, one of the first thoughts where I was like, oh, I don't expect any LGBT representation. What if he's, like, gay, and the marriage was just a cover-up so he didn't have to come out? And that was like, he kept lying, but then he stopped lying and he was honest with her, and that fucked her up. So him starting to be honest became a problem. I'm on the right track. Chat is being fake. And that's why, like, when he looked through the glass at his wife, that he saw a man, but that wasn't him. I Poor guy. That would also completely explain why he would be lying his entire life. Oh. Oh, I feel bad for him. Like, if that's the case, like, I can completely relate to that. It's funny that I started talking about that earlier, right? Wow, the frame rate just died. Like, being queer just means that you have to lie. And often you have to lie to yourself, and like you don't even realize you're lying because you're just suppressing feelings and thoughts because it's not socially acceptable, it's not socially safe. And it's also similar with the thing I was talking about, like with the polyamory, right? If you're polyamorous, it's not socially acceptable. So it's easier to just stay single and sleep around and have like a bunch of situationships here and there than fully commit, because it's hard to talk about, hard to admit even. Like it's a lot more socially acceptable to just like go on the really casual dates with multiple people and then just rotate between them and like break up with people before it gets so serious than actually commit to being in a relationship with multiple people at once. You know what's socially acceptable, and I think it shouldn't be? Pineapple on pizza. It's not that bad. Okay, you guys hate pineapple on pizza? The Swedish have banana on pizza. I think that's a bigger crime than pineapple, because pineapple still kind of goes with like the other ingredients on a pizza. Even though it's sweet, right? The topic switch. I am autistic, and I am pretty like 99% sure I have ADHD. So my brain, this is how my brain goes. Whoever said we need to tolerate the Swedish. So with my World of Warcraft guild, we had this inside joke where we just said fuck Sweden. Because our guild master was Swedish and we just made fun of Sweden. To be fair, most of the guild was like Nordic people and like Dutch people. So we just hate on Sweden for some reason. And sometimes I still say it when someone mentions Sweden, I say fuck Sweden. And the joke is completely lost because nobody knows the context of it. Okay, the topic switch up is crazy, I know. Okay, so bro, I didn't even update this shit. Okay, oops. Okay, so before we had Mahiru and Shidou. What did we say about Shidou and Mahiru? We didn't put anyone in. What the hell? We just kind of gave up after you know. Okay, well, let's continue with that attempt or whatever. Damn it. Okay, so before we vote on him and continue there, we did Yuna. Now we need Futa. I would forgive him because he was like punishing himself already and was like really aware, like, oh, this was not what I intended. I feel like that's important too. I would not forgive Mu. Not forgive. Amane is gonna be a lot. Be prepared. Yeah, that's why I'm taking my time a little bit. Because I'm scared. Okay, so then we have Shidou. I would forgive him because I don't know, even if he was like doing weird Frankenstein shit with organs, his mind was in the right place, and like he's also thinking about like, I'm killing brain dead people for the organs, like that's also a wrong thing. Yeah. Correct his foot to guitar. That's crazy. Mahiru. I would forgive Mahiru for the sheer thing of like, sometimes you just laugh too much, even if it's like bordering on mental illness, and like it's more forgivable on the opposite. For my favorite MV of Trial 2. Yeah, oh, you guys are really excited, so I'm stalling. Just a silly fact, Amane's song hit 1 million views in just 1 week. Jesus. Oh, and someone pointed out in my comments that I completely, like, the cult undertones went completely off my head. And now they said that makes complete sense. But I did not see that at all, and I'm surprised nobody in chat like added that. Because usually you guys, after I have like my theories, you guys add to that, right? The fact that was not added, I know you guys didn't know either, or you just were like, let Ezzy just live in the fantasy world for a little bit. And then we have Kazui. I forgive him because even if he cheated, and like even if it's like the simple thing like he cheated on his wife, she found out she killed herself. That's not necessarily his fault. We didn't mention that. Oh, well, there we go. We cleared that up. Again, Mahiru, since it was first ever relationship ever, and she was sheltered girl as well. Yeah, like I cannot really blame her. Are we doing Mikoto today as well? Yeah, so I explained earlier in the stream that I don't think we can finish Trial 2 today. Because I started late again, and we have run into time trouble before. So I think we're gonna do Kodako and everything what's left tomorrow. So yeah, we will do Mikoto and then Kodako onwards tomorrow, because we have Kodako, some end of Trial 2 videos, and then some teasers from Trial 3, and then we could just do whatever after, maybe some auto reacts, I don't know. And then we can do a stream with covers, timelines, whatever as well. But we'll just get there tomorrow. Okay, so we have everyone. We have Haruka, Yuno, Futamu, Shidou, Mahiru, Kazui, and then we have left Amane, Mikoto, and Kotoko. Yeah. I'm gonna throw a tomato at Mikoto affectionately. Mikoto, my autism is autism thing. I have like this attachment to Mikoto just because he is voiced by Natsuki Hanai. Okay, so this is updated, so we don't run in the same thing like last time where I had to remember everything and see if it was correct. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. We have 45 minutes until the next ad. That should be plenty, right? To do the voice drama and the song. And then we just run an ad after, and then... Okay, well, we'll see then. John, I love John Milgram. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, no, I was already spoiled for his name being John. Chat said his name was John. I thought his name was Jack. But also I saw it on the wiki when I was trying to download his Trial 2 sprites. But also, the naming convention is really smart because it's from John Doe. So it's not that much of a spoiler. It makes sense in a way. It's poetic, I promise, but it's so funny. Oh, yeah, but there's also this joke where, like you said, like, oh, it's funny that John Milgram is technically canon. Because sometimes when there's a character in an anime or manga or whatever that doesn't have a name, they just call him, like, John or, like, any other random name and then series name or, like a faction inside of the story. So it's funny how that sometimes just works out like that. But it's also funny because I'm also like in like different fandoms, and a lot of content creators only have like the one name, right? So people start calling them their content creator name, and then whatever they're known for is like their last name. So like you have Gree in Minecraft. It's like Mumbo Jumbo already has a second name, right? But then you have like Impulse SV. So like it already has like a secondary part, so it's more of like a title, but Green is just Green, right? So people call him Green in Minecraft. But also in the Sherlock & Co fandom, we have John Watson, obviously, but people call him John Pod Watson. Hermitcraft? Hermitcraft is Minecraft SMP. If like, do you know what the Dream SMP is? Hermitcraft is also like an SMP. It has a lot less lore. It's currently in its 10th season. all of the participants are all adults. I think the youngest is like 28. And so far, only one of them was outed to be a dickhead. But even then, it was significantly less problematic than some of the Dream SMP members were outed for. I don't know. Sans Undertale. Exactly. That's a good one as well. I'm sorry. I'm stalling. I'm scared for this one. I also had way too much caffeine. I know both. Just surprised to see Hermitcraft mentioned. Subscribe to Tenga. Oh, I don't have any of them in my background currently. Oh, technically I do. But look, it's a pearlescent moon. And that off. And Rendog and Dogcam 77. This one smells really dusty. Holy shit. Yeah, no, I'm a very, very avid Hermitcraft fan and live series and everything. And I leave them by your window tonight. They could use some fresh air. Do you watch the live series? Yes, I do. I love participating in the traffic fandom. It's so funny. Okay, we're gonna go back. I'm stalling, I know. But the fandom for the live series is called Traffic Twitter. Or like traffic fandom. Because the colors of like the lives are like a traffic light, right? So people are using the hashtag Traffic Twitter. But I realized how funny that is for people that have no idea what that means. Just looks really wrong. Hi Nat, welcome in. Yeah, you're peeking. Yeah, the traffic light. Like, to people that are only casually coming across tweets like that, especially without context, it just looks like we're trafficking cult, like a human trafficking cult. Or like really avid, like autistic fans of traffic. Like not trains, but traffic. I'm just... Yeah, you're stuck in traffic. Time to open Twitter. This guy cut me off. I'm so pissed. Oh wait, no, there was a time where someone unironically tweeted like, I think I hit this guy, but he was still moving, so I just drove away. I think he'll be fine. And everyone was like, what the fuck? And that was like a genuine like live series fan. But they somehow made the traffic name canon in a way. It was so insane. And then when like asked after like, do you know if he's okay? Like, I don't know who he is. And everyone's like, you hit the guy, you didn't even stop. No, he was still moving, so it's fine, right? Just casually admitting to a hit and run. I think they deactivated after that, but that was a wild day. I got my official autistic diagnosis yesterday. So far, if you're in this stream, I can almost like just from being here, it's like a 50-50. I'm sorry, I'm autistic myself. I'm allowed to joke like that, okay? And I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just trying to be funny. Okay, let's continue with potential pain and suffering. Oh. Okay, we're gonna do that. Let's so like it gave a trigger warning. Please don't listen to Ezzy's diagnosis. They're not a trained medical professional. Of course not. But so this reads, Amane's story may be triggering from some viewers. Reach out for help if you need it. Crisis text line and National Child Abuse Hotline. These are from the United States, I think. Yeah. But let's face it, neurodivergent people tend to recognize their kind. I've one friend. And our entire friend group is like neurodivergent, except him. And the signs are there, but he's not taking them. Yeah, serious mode now, because apparently this is a really, really serious voice drama. Child abuse. And what people told me, cold shit. So if you have to step away for like 20 minutes, that's completely fine. And if you were watching on YouTube, there will be like timestamps, or like you can scroll ahead to the music video. There's no shame in admitting that this isn't good for you. Okay? If anything, I think there's the opposite. Like if you cannot admit that to yourself, like be a little kinder to yourself, okay? Okay, let's start with that. Let's start with this. I'm nervous for this one. Oh, now we're back here. Okay, let me move my face. Oh, what the hell? What happened? Yeah, there we go. Okay.
囚人番号8番はAmane。
So far, this is my favorite format.
久々に話をしよう。
看守よ。
なんだ囚人。
お前には失望した。
はあ、
私たちの求める新世界の可能性をこのミルグラムに、そしてお前に感じていたというのに。
どこまでも上から目線で結構なことだな。僕は思い上がるな
Poor girl.
と言ったはずだが、
天津さえ私たちを許さないなどと意味不明なことをのたまうとは。
おい。
だが私たちは寛大である。今一度看守と対話の時間を設けるとしよう。私たちの歴史とは対話によって作られた歴史なのだから。
おい。
Dude, I'm so worried about her.
なんだ。
Amane、その変わり果てた態度をスルーして話を進められると思うな。
This is a completely different person.
審判の結果か。
そうとは。
うつろな目、まとう雰囲気、喋り方。一瞬の時とはまるで別人だ。許されない者は皆自分の罪を責める声を聞いたという。そういった精神のストレスを受けている。お前の変化もその影響か。
はあ、あのくだらない声か。ああ、確かに聞こえていた。だがそんなものは大した問題ではない。
何？
私たちには確固たる教えがある。明確で崇高な信仰がある。外部から何をとやかく言われようと揺さぶられることはない。
Yeah, I'm seeing the cult shit. Yeah.
お前の信じる宗教ということだな。
ミルグラムの持つ力。
Considering that I have like a lot of beef with religion, I'm surprised I didn't pick up on like her religion not just being really strong, but like culty. Now I'm worried that like one of my old classmates might have been in a cult. Maybe not a like strict one, but like it was intense, like really intense. To the point like I was always rebellious, and I was also very emo, so I could see that a genuine Christian would think that I was literally the spawn of the devil, right? So I wasn't, even though we were really good friends, I wasn't invited on any of her birthday parties, ever. So yeah, no, I'm kind of getting worried. I hope she's fine. Wait, that's a, like, from high school, I'm only really in contact with one person anymore, and I think a few years back, she said she also lost touch with her. From, like, graduating and, like, moving to different cities. What the fuck? Okay, I am having the weirdest revelation in hindsight. Considering she was never on social media, I don't think I can find her again. I am going to do a quick Google. I get really, really worried. I'm gonna give it like a quick Google to like see if anything pops up. And then we continue. I'm sorry, I'm just... I googled her name, and I'm finding a presentation about abuse within the church. Right. I see a Facebook page that has a hyphen name, so maybe she's married. Wow, this is like a really random rabbit hole I'm suddenly going on. I think she's fine. Well, she was an old classmate of mine. I wasn't that close with her back then, but like... Oh, no, don't worry, don't worry. It's fine. But, yeah, I cannot open Facebook because I logged out on my phone, but I'll definitely go check after. I haven't talked to her in like 10 years, so... Oh, look. It's fine. And I've seen other people consider it, like, calling me she the entire time, and I literally, there's no point in me correcting. It's fine. I'm used to it. That doesn't make... Okay, that makes it look like I do care, but I'm too tired to say anything, but, like, it's not the most important thing. The fact that you realize yourself and corrected yourself, that already means a lot. Let's not make it a big deal. Okay, let's continue. I am so... Yeah, no, sorry, I was thrown off guard with, like, that old classmate.
私たちの信仰を。
ああ、かなり抽象表現ではあったがな。お前の人殺しは宗教、信仰によるものだと判断した。
人殺しではない。教義にのっとり罰を与えたに過ぎない。
だから。
She was made to kill someone? Like she was made to... Well, okay, so the title of this video is Of Blessedness and Punishment. Wait, what's the title of the Kazuis? Doesn't say. Okay. Again, don't worry. Don't worry, really.
信仰。それ自体は自由だ。僕は無宗教だが、宗教によって救われる者もいることは理解している。
I'm chugging this apple juice.
許されざる囚人たちは惑っているのか。彼らにも私たちの信仰が必要なのかもしれない。
監獄内の布教は勘弁してもらいたいが。
信仰は自由だ。迷える者のために存在するのが信仰だ。
話がそれた。で、今のお前は一体何なんだ。先ほどから私たちというが、お前は百瀬天音ではないというのか。
I googled and Kazui's second voice drama is called Imposter Boulevard. Yeah, that sounds about right.
今は百瀬天音であって、百瀬天音でない。私は私たちの信仰の代弁者だ。私たちを許さないと、お前が誤った判断をしたことで、対話さないと、
Wait, hold on, I just need...
代弁者だ。私たちの信仰の代弁者だ。
Oh, so like she is using a royal we because she's Amane and Momose, but also not, but also she's kind of talking with the we as in I also referencing her faith, aka the cult, and like, what the hell?
私た
complicated.
ちを許さないとお
Worrying.
前が誤った判断をしたことで対話と警告の必要性があると考えて私は私たちとして喋っている。
つまり僕は今お前の宗教自体と概念と話しているということか。
そう思ってもらっても構わない。
はあ。
では改めて警告をしよう。看守、ミルグラムは私たちを許さないという判断をしたな。
ああ、そうだ。
先ほども言った通り、私たちの行いは競技場の行いであり罪には当たらない。故にミルグラムは間違ってい
Poor
る。
girl.
人は殺しているな。
競技場、
法律を犯していることは理解しているな。
Yeah, but the law
前
doesn't
も言った
matter.
通り、法律よりも大
That's
事
the
な
whole
こと
point of
が
MILGRAM.
それが競技だ。
そのような勝手なルールを基準にすることは認められない。故に許さない。以上だ。宗教も信仰も自由だ。だが、教義とやらは全体の罪の基準にはならない。
愚かな。法律ではこの世を正しく導くことができないからこそ、新たな基準を敷こうとしているのがミルグラムではないのか。未だ法律に縛られているのか。
ただの監視の僕にミルグラムの理念は知る由もないがな。法律違反だからではない。ミルグラムとしてお前の人殺しは許されない。僕がそう判断しただけだ。ミルグラムはお前の教義を否定する。
考えを改めなければ私たちも英語をお前を許すことはできない。何がおかしい。
何
It
が
doesn't matter.
私たちだ。笑わせる。お前がやっているのはただの人殺しだ。全体の話として語ろうが崇高な理念のように歌おうが人殺しだ。理解しろ、百瀬天音。殺したのはお前たちではない。お前だ。ごっこ遊びで己の行いから目をそらすな。
侮辱したな。私たちを、神を。
だったらどうする。
絶対に許さない。
Oh, what the hell?
監視への攻撃は無駄だと言っている。
What does she have? Like a knife?
許さない。許さない。
It definitely sounded like, yeah, scissors.
人に向けてはならないと教わらなかったか。
競技に照らせば看守の私たちへの侮辱は十分に罰則対象だ。許さない。
It's
許さない。
crazy cold.
まあ無駄だからそのまま聞いていてもいいぞ。
許さない。許さない。
囚人から監視への攻撃はできない。ミルグラムの原則だが、ある多重人格者はこのルールをすり抜けた。
許さない。許さない。
つまりミルグラムの囚人判定は肉体ではなく精神を対象にしており、精神が別物であれば。
I'm still fascinated by Mikoto, like Mikoto's case. Because Milgram does acknowledge that he has multiple personalities and that counts as different people. Holy chopped? What the fuck? Ew. What are you... Well, how do I ban someone? What the hell is happening? Why do I not have the options here? Ban Troy Wick. I feel like if they kept going, that they would have started throwing slurs. Why do I not have, like, mod icons enabled? Let's do that now. Bro, I clicked on their name and it didn't even give me, like, the ability to like, ban them. Okay, hold on. I need to add like a note to this, because I've shared bad information. This is a weird person. So I'm sorry, I need to add something. It has been a long time since I had someone come in and do that. Weird shit. I can totally see why people think of me as a lesbian. Oftentimes, I kind of like, if butch lesbian or lesbian was a gender, that's how I feel, kind of. This video is so sad when you realize every mature retort and response has been carefully handcrafted by abusers. Yeah. Oh my god, I spent $180 on a haha game. Now it's end of service, only been 3 months since release. Oh yeah. Is that the Tribe 9 one? I saw that. I was like, god damn, I didn't even get the chance to play. I forgot weirdos can come in and do weird shit. Guess I was feeling a bit too chill. To be fair, I forgot as well. Like, the worst thing I had was that I was, like, bot rated. And, like, that was, like, really... I don't know. That was anxiety-inducing, but it wasn't scary. Yeah, Tribe 9 is ending service. Yeah. Hydrate. Thank you. We'll do that. I'm sorry. That really threw me off. Like... Going from, like, really hyperactive, talking about someone who has, like, a relationship to cover up the fact that he was gay, to talking about marriage, to realizing someone I know might have been in a cult, to this, all, like, this video drama, to someone coming in and telling me to off myself, probably about his rose slurs. That's... We good, chat? Is everyone okay? That was weird. That was really weird. Gay man to cold child. Yep. To be fair, I've seen a whole bunch of, like, people on TikTok where they start talking about, oh, I know this person. They used to be my boyfriend, but then their parents sent them to, like, a conversion camp, and now they're super religious. There's this one viral TikTok of, like, this woman who is in labor, and she's asked her boyfriend to, like, distract her, and he's doing, like, the most gayest of dances. And then someone be like, oh, that's my ex-boyfriend. He went to conversion camp. And, like, the lore around it just grew. And I was like, what the fuck? That still happens? It's crazy to me that people just do that in their free time. Don't, like, have anything else to do. Some people are just hateful. I don't know. What the hell? Yup. Also, there was apparently in, like, 2015 when, or, like, however long ago that was, Lady Gaga brought out a song. And there was this kid that went absolutely viral for reacting to that song. And everyone was like, okay, the closet is glass. Apparently he was sent to conversion camp. And people found that out because Lady Gaga dropped Abracadabra recently. And he started basically reciting the fucking Bible and telling them how devilish it was. And that his video from back then was him being, like, mind controlled and stuff by the devil. And I was like, we're living in the year of the Lord 2025, and there's still Christians that are actively, like, hurting people. Also, my beef is not with Christianity. My beef is the fact that a lot of Christian people are, like, just hateful. Which is so ironic because Christianity in and of itself is so loving. So if you ever hear me like generalize like that, I'm specifically talking about that subset of people. Anyway, let's continue. Holy shit, this is a roller coaster of emotions. Whew. Let me scroll back a little bit. What happened to the love thy neighbor rule or something? Oh yeah, I like the fact that a lot of things that people are hating about gay people is not even in the Bible. Or like a lot of people are hating on immigrants or people that are poor or whatever, and like literally the entire Bible is about loving thy neighbor, not retaliating when someone did something wrong to you, always forgiving. And like, what the fuck? Like, how did we go from that to like fuck gay people? Yeah, I grew up in a Christian neighborhood on a Christian school. We had like Bible stories every morning. So the fact that I was also bullied severely at the time, and I was actively like, trying to reason with my teachers, like, aren't we supposed to be loving and like being kind to each other? Why the fuck are you letting them bully me? Never got an answer to that because they didn't like me asking. The way some people turn a man shall not love a boy from pedo to homophobia is genuinely disturbing to me. Oh yeah, but like there's also people that are genuinely like trying to like rewrite history. So for a long time, like the plant like from wheat, the hemp plant, was used in so many different things because you can make cloth, rope, and whatever from it. And it's also like you can make a tea of it where you don't necessarily get high from it because not all wheat has like THC and stuff. The tea is great, by the way. And eventually, from what I heard, it became like a whole conspiracy about people that sold like lumber and stuff that were outpriced by people that used hemp to make cloth and rope and everything, and even paper, I believe. That they started making this propaganda about it being the devil's herb, just so they can start making profit again, because it's really renewable, it's really cheap to make, it grows really quickly. And it would genuinely solve a lot of problems we have nowadays, because a lot of plants we make cloth from take up a lot of water. Trees take forever to grow for paper and stuff. We just started using hemp again for a lot of things that would solve so many problems with climate, but nobody's looking at it because weed bad. And it was like somewhere early last century or something that started. It's really crazy.
そのルールは適用されないということだ。
Scroll back a little bit.
精神を対象にしており、精神が別物であれば、そのルールは適用されないということだ。欠陥ルールで困っているんだがな。
殺してやる。殺してやる。
だが、その欠陥ルールのおかげで、こうして証明されたな。今、ハサミを振るっているお前は、神でも概念でもない。
Oh, that's fascinating.
そのものだ。
Oh, I completely deviated from a point I was trying to make when I first paused. If Mikoto is like, if the person acknowledges that Mikoto and John are different people, then it means that MILGRAM can be wrong because it was John who committed the crime. And whether or not Mikoto is responsible, yes or no, is like still up in the air, right? We talked about it, like even if you're a system, the ID system, you still have like system responsibility. You cannot just blame one alter. And someone with the ID in chat confirmed that, or like said that was correct. But the fact that Mikoto is technically the prisoner means that MILGRAM can be wrong. Because it's not like MILGRAM magically knows you committed a crime and like teleports you there. MILGRAM thought it was Mikoto. So it means that MILGRAM is flawed and can make mistakes. Meaning it's also possible that not everyone technically did a murder. Because there have been people that are like still talking about that they didn't do it, right? They are not responsible. I got that out of the way.
お前のはただのごっこ遊びだ。
I don't think it's a game of pretend. I think she's just insane.
これがお前の望んだミルグラムとの真っ向勝負だ。
黙れ。
どうした？やはり子供扱いしてほしくなったか。黙れ！実際、僕が思うに、お前が子供であるということは、このことと大いに関係している。何を主張しようと、いかに大人びていようと、お前は子供だ。それは変えようのない事実だ。
お前も子供だ。
いや、僕は15歳だから、プエルトリコとハイチでは成人だ。お前は12歳だから、どの国でも。
Why does he randomly know where he's an adult?
イラついた顔をしたな。
していない。
したね。
していない。
まあ、どっちでもいい。なぜそもそも法律で子供が減刑されるかというと、大きく2点だ。公正の可能性と環境の影響によるものだと思う。
Yeah, you really went.
今回の場合は主に後者だ。前も言ったな。幼少期は親の教育の影響が強く、生育環境がそのものに与える影響は絶大だと。宗教を信仰する家庭で生まれた子供は、それが世界のルールであると認識して育つ。
何が言いたい？
いわゆる。
Oh, that reminds me. When I was at my grandma's last Sunday for Mother's Day, and my mom and aunt started talking to my grandma about like you weren't allowed to do pretty much anything on Sundays. And my mom like just saying like I never understood it because you never gave me a straight answer. And my grandma just straight up admitted because she didn't know either. They were like allowed to go to the pool, and the closest explanation they got was like, oh, then someone has to work for them. Like they weren't allowed to buy ice cream or ride a bike or work in the garden on Sundays. Like my aunt still doesn't work in her front garden on Sundays because she doesn't want to offend people. And they were basically like trying to talk to my grandma like, can you explain to us why that was happening? And I was just sitting there like, oh, this is juicy. And my grandma basically like, I don't know either. I was asking my grandma the same thing. Didn't get an answer. And well, if you're a housewife at that time, sometimes you just go with what everyone else is doing. And like the best answer they got was like, because I said so. Sorry, that was just a funny thing to me because it's very similar to what Ass is saying here. Like if you grew up in a certain place, you think that's just how the world works. And even if you rationally know it's bullshit, you still cannot quite shake it.
宗教2世というものだな。教義が世界のすべてであるように感じている。以前、年齢ゆえに未発達であるということについて、お前は反論していた。確かにその通りだった。確かに。
Yeah, but it's like she was going like, I'm not mentally underdeveloped, but I am a child though. You cannot forget that I'm a small child. But don't treat me like a child, but also treat me like a child. That was basically trial 1. As so childish, but I understand because I would definitely pull the adult in Puerto Rico at 15. Oh yeah, I would have like, I didn't actually say that, but if I knew that tidbit of information at 16, I would be like, Mom, I'm already 16. In the US, I could get my driver's license. Like stuff like that. It's stupid.
自我は発達しきっていたのだろう。だが、その自我は社会と隔絶した特殊な環境で育てられた自我だ。だからこそ、これをお前の罪であるかどうか、両親の環境の罪なのではないかという議論は確かに僕たちの中でもあった。だが、ここは先ほど言った公正の可能性を判断し、
僕たちとは何ですか？僕ではないのですか？
That was a really weird personality switch.
私と感謝さん。ね、分かっていますよ。
Hold on, I need to rewind a little bit.
ここは先ほど言った公正の可能性を判断し、
僕たちとは何ですか？僕ではないのですか？
僕
一緒じゃないですか、私と看守さん。分かっていますよ。私が特殊なことくらい、私の環境が特別で皆さんが普通なことくらい。
Children are so unsettling.
実際に言ってきた人もいます。お前は騙されているとか、今ならまだ間に合うとか、頭がおかしいと言われることもあります。やっぱり子供扱いしているん
Yeah,
ですよ。
she's a child. Like, she is a child. Even if she is like more mature for her age, which trauma tends to do, she is brainwashed as well. She is a small child. She's also brainwashed. And the fact that she is mentally more mature actually makes her more vulnerable. It's like the two things can coexist. She did a bad thing, but she is still a child, and people made her do bad things, and she believes in the bad things being good things. Still doesn't take away the fact that children that are like this give me goosebumps and make me very uncomfortable, but I'm also not a big fan of children. She was taught to be mature because that's what a child prodigy is like. Yes, but also if you're like traumatized and you have to keep up like a front, you have to like really quickly mature. And I know that because that's what I needed to do to survive like when I got bullied really severely and like other stuff. And also I was also treated like the smart kid, so I had to be better than everyone else, to the point that I always felt older than all my classmates. So when I had to redo a year and people were like a year younger than me, I felt like I was literally in a class full of children. Not people my age, but like my children. So like it's so many different factors that make her who she is.
そんなことない。私だって子供だって全部わかっています。人を不幸だと決めつけないでください。私は両親のもとに生まれて幸せです。少し難しくてたまに窮屈になることもあるけれど、綺麗な教えのもとで生きられて幸せです。私はそう生きたいんです。
そうか。
あなたたちはそれが洗脳だというのでしょう。私からすればあなたたちだって一般的な価値観という宗教に洗脳されています。どうして人が多いというだけでそれを盲信できるのでしょうか。
言い分は分かった。
数が少ないというだけで社会として認められてこなかった私たちがミルグラムという新世界の可能性に夢を見るのは当然の流れです。
はあ、よく分かった。だがお前たちの教義は認められない。殺しを肯定するような教義は僕の基準では許されない。
ええ、わかりました。だが
ミルグラムは三神性だ。今一度お前の心象を見て聞く。次はもっと深い場所まで。そこで何かを感じたらそれはきちんと受け止めるつもりだ。
真っ向勝負というやつですね。
はあ、そうだな。
もし結果的に私たちを否定し許さないというのであれば、
You already said that.
その時は私は
Like,
あなたを許し
it
ませ
doesn't
ん。
really matter whether she does or not. For the sake of MILGRAM, that doesn't
違いますね。
change
あ
anything.
なたたちを許しません。ごっこ遊びで己の行いから目をそらすな。こっちのセリフです。看守さん、あなたた
That's
ち
very hypocritical to say, by the
あ
way.
なたたちです。あなたたちを許さないと言ったんです。真っ向勝負です。あなたたちが手を汚さないことなど許されない。
何を言っているんだお前は。
なんでしょうね。看守さんが僕たちとおっしゃるもので、
Oh, we cannot go immediately into the song because there will be an ad running.
おや、頭痛ですか？大丈夫ですか、看守さん。自分で立ち上がってくださいね。それは神が与えた試練なのですよ。痛みも病も試練です。そこから逃げる者は私たちの競技では一番の悪となります。
So odd.
4つの大原則のうちの一つですね。それがどんな人間であっても許されません。
何を。
ああ、そういえばいますね。囚人の中に人から試練を奪おうとする悪魔のような存在が。
Among the prisoners?
シド、彼の行いは私たちの禁忌に触れている。
His actions violate. What the hell's happening?
続けるようであれば私が手を下さねばならないだろう。もしかしてもう手遅れか。
黙れ。
Because he's a doctor? Oh, because he was treating people and she was like, oh yeah, the pain and suffering is what you need to
法
face.
的に暴力を振る
And
え
he
る
kind
の
of cheated the
ず
system.
るいですね。
うるさい。ここでは僕がルールだ。
それは私たちと何が違うというのでしょうか。
黙れと言ったぞ。僕の言うことを聞け。
いいですね。あなたの作る世界が私にとって魅力的であれば、あるいは
囚人番号8番アマネ、お前の罪を歌え。
Oh yeah, that's right. She tried to like treat her cat with like bandages when it got sick. And they got mad at her for doing that. That's fucking crazy actually. I have to run an ad. Or maybe okay, it's 4 minutes. We can quickly watch the song. Let's just quickly watch the song, then do the ad and then talk about it, okay? We can quickly do that. Can we?
皆さんおはようございます。素晴らしい一日の始まりです。しかしそれを良しとしない悪しき者がいるようです。我々は屈してはなりません。裁かれるべきは奴らです。清らかな御とこ
Yeah, the code stuff is really apparent now.
人は運命を生きよう。人は癒しきをつけよう。信じたものに収めよう。道を外れずに果てよう。どうしようもない。靴からのどうしようもない。そんなことを絶対絶対絶対絶対絶対許されない。お前を否定しよう。
I'm super uncomfortable.
潰さねば二度と声上げないように。ちゃんと喉も潰してあげましょう。泣いて悔やんでひざまずいたらごめんなさい。
Oh, the flag is blue now instead of red.
泣いて悔やんでひざまずいたらごめんなさい。言ってみろよ。悪い子になったら
Is she waterboarded?
が出るよ。そんな
Oh, she treated the cat.
目の間違いだよ。
And they saw it. Oh, she lived in a really... She lived in a poor environment too. A taser!
お前を否定しよう。歪んだ目は潰さねば。二度と声を
No, not the cat.
ちゃんと喉も潰してあげましょう。誓いを破るなら私が引き裂く番だ。二度目が起こらないようにもらった分を返してあげましょう。泣いて悔やんでひざまずいたらごめんなさい。言ってみろよ。
The colors on the flag are representing the mascots.
悔やんでひざまずいたらごめんなさい。言ってみろよ。
「
覚えてますか？
黙れ」
「君のとこへあげないように」「ちゃんと喉も潰してあげましょう」「二度と声上げないように」「ちゃんと喉も潰してあげましょう」「泣いて悔やんであなたに言ったごめんなさい」「覚えてますか？」「謝った」「もしちゃってそうそう」
Wait, did she kill her dad? Or like her parent?
回るね
What the fuck? I think you could probably tell, but I was just looking in complete horror. I have to go run an ad, so I'm gonna be. I need to change up. Oh, it's not recognizing the app. Okay. I need to run an ad and go BRB for quick because I need to pee as well. And then we can go and discuss. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, the whole MV is a big old oof. I'm gonna run that, go to the bathroom, stretch my legs, and I advise you guys to do the same. Back in a second. Hi, I'm back. I needed to have a snack first. Tune. I actually like this tune sound thing. You mean the ad? Or the alert? Oh, by the way, thank you for following Book Matter. Welcome in. Sorry, I was AFK for a little bit. Music thingy? Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. It's cute. It's like it's just an app. I can change the activity as well. Like I can start reading, like writing in front of the fireplace. It's called Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions. It's on Steam. It's really nice and cozy. And you can custom create your character, and you have like timers. They changed it, so now you have like session timers, regular timers, stopwatches, new different settings. You can have habits, journal, to-do lists. You actually bought it? Nice. Yeah, I really like it. Just got a snack too. Amazing. Yeah, no, this is I really love this. But now we're gonna continue. Yeah, we only have one person left. We're actually okay. So the fact that there's an ad running every hour, and I'm kind of like realizing, oh, I should just get over with and continue and not derail too much. We're actually getting through things a little bit quicker. I like that. It's like we're 2 hours in, just over 2 hours. And 2 prisoners and not a talk. Now we just need this interrogation, Mikoto's second voice drama, and Mikoto's song, and then we're done for today. And then the rest of... Oh, MV analysis. Sorry, I'm... That's because I went to the toilet. My ADHD was like, yeah, no, we're done. we're gonna acknowledge, analyze. But yeah, no, we're a bit quicker. Because I have like an hour left, so we can take our time. But yeah, just from the MV, I noticed something that at the start here. Let me full screen. The start here, she has like a red flag, then turns to blue, and orange, and green. They all have like secondary colors. Okay. And then when she falls down, she has a blue one. And then it, like, she sinks and it's all wet. And then it cuts to her in the shower. It looks like the characters from T1. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, the colors seem to be representing the mascots down the line. Eventually, she has a flag with all 4 colors. And, like, she's in the shower here. and someone is holding it. So like she was being waterboarded or something as punishment. Like that's it's fucking crazy. And I think the fact that she was holding the blue flag while that was happening perhaps means something. They also show that they're like kind of poor, but also this poor cat. I'd kill my parents too if they waterboarded and tased me. Yeah, those are the gods, I think. No, I just think they're like the elders, like because she believes in like God as like the all-powerful being, but then she obviously has like elders and teachers and everything that are basically like a couple steps down, but still above her. But I also didn't realize that this is like a stray cat and not her actual cat. I thought it was like her actual cat. And then they saw it. And then there's this girl. I think it might be like another girl. And this is not her dad, but he tattled on her. That's her mother, by the way. Her father is an unknown location. Okay, yeah, so this is like someone else's dad, and this is some other child from the same cult. And here it showed that they're living in really poor conditions. And like, I can see using religion as like a coping mechanism for when you're living in very like deep poverty. I can see that happen, but it's still like, it's still fucked up, man. He literally tattletaled on them. Like the stupid balloon with all the colors on it. Oh, this is probably the symbol of the cult with the colors and everything, which is a happy cloud. I feel like her T2 is the same as her T1, but they put it harsher and more obvious. Oh yeah, like in her T1, I didn't even fully catch on the cult references. I like it felt more like she was just trying to be what everyone wanted her to be, but now it's a lot more clear that she is being brainwashed. Just join what we on. We're analyzing Amane's second trial music video. Yeah, this stupid symbol. And those colors. It's also the whole thing feeling very childish. The fact that they are using these colors, these are like primary colors, and then the green obviously is like also like really often used color. Occur probably gave her TV or stuff to watch. Yeah, something of the sort. Even the punishments are the same. Oh, yeah, they are. You're right. Yeah, like the waterboarding and the tasering is probably done by different people. Yeah, and in the end, she was like watching TV, so I think she was like trying really hard to hold on like her childishness. Probably a theory from T1 is where she like poster girlfriend. If she like, okay, realistically, even if your entire cult is like in poverty, if you're the poster child, you probably wouldn't be living in conditions like these, and another like dad wouldn't be tattling on you. She wasn't a TV show. No, I think it was all in her head. She was on the way home and she didn't know yet. And she came home. Oh, and here's the TV show. She definitely was projecting on it. Oh, maybe it's actually a TV show. Wow. No, it does seem like it's the same person. No, this doesn't look like a woman's hand. Like you're saying that the dad was not in the picture, that maybe it's a teacher or something. What is also crazy to me, that they're like, we don't believe in medicine because you treat this cat, let's kill the cat. What does she associate the characters on TV with the adults? Yeah, that's definitely. Like, it definitely looks like she has like several adults in her life that all play different roles in brainwashing her and like different things that are teaching her. Why the fuck are they all living in her tiny ass house? This logic is like so beyond me. Like, I'm so glad you're taking it so well. I was scared you'd read her like some people do sometimes. Like, if you say she doesn't want to be treated as a child, the fact that she is a child shouldn't be relevant at all. I think it's relevant to the point, like, you should consider that she's a child, but also don't treat her as one, but also consider that she's a child. I think it's all relevant. I think it's like a circle thing. Like, she isn't responsible for her behavior, but she also kind of is, but also isn't, and it's like a whole like different ways to think about things, and that's what I like about MILGRAM, because there's no one right answer, and it's like things are mutually exclusive. Yeah, even if she was like 18, I think my opinion of her would be the same. Hi, am I late? No, you're not late. We're currently going over Amane's second trial. I agree, to be honest. She is a child, but she's not completely incompetent, and she's good at manipulation, but still it comes from her environment as an abused child. She talks the same nonsense as her parents because that's all she knows. Yeah, so like the two things aren't mutually exclusive. She is aware of her own actions, but she's also brainwashed, but also she's really good at manipulation, but that skill is a direct result of her abuse, and like, yeah, killing the cat would technically be breaking the same rules she did. Messing with the trial from God. Yeah, but then there's maybe also the thing that like they're saying like, oh, the cat was already compromised, so it's better to just outright kill it because that's kinder. I think the worst I've seen amount of reactions where someone's like, haha, evil child, and ignored all her cultist implications, just kept repeating photo guilty. They probably watched too much horror. I don't know, I maybe like it's so funny because they say that autistic people lack empathy, but I feel like I have too much empathy, and I really cannot read this as like just haha evil child. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's a kid, and adults are abusing their power to the kid. What the fuck's wrong with people? Like, punishing a kid, just childlike innocence, for helping a cat. Like, not even thinking like, oh, you just misunderstood, like, we should teach you better. Instead, they just punish her and the cat. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? And like, I think the switch over from here to here, like, she is just outside in the rain, and now she's all crazy eyes, she's just dissociating. Like, she's just going full autopilot, like, okay, this is what keeps me safe. If I just go full cold mode, then I will survive, and they'll approve of me, and they won't be mad, and I can do more things, even if I don't like it, because I'm just so dissociated, I don't even fully see what the fuck's happening. The blood on the baton when she spins it. Yeah, you can definitely tell she is like dissociating, because she goes from like actively defying whatever's happening to feeling really smug about herself, like, haha, you did something wrong, you should be punished, and I should be the one punishing you because that's what I'm supposed to do. Like, those are completely different personality switches, and you also kind of saw that in her interrogation, where she went from like really innocent child to absolute doomer, but it was still the same person, but it's like a code switch. Stupid mascots again. Yeah, like, she's fully dissociating. I'll never understand Amane haters, especially people who are like, well, in certain whatever character is a bad person. You're watching a series about murders, by the way, yeah. MILGRAM isn't picking your favorite criminal, what do you mean? The cloud away on her mind, even if they're not with her on the cloud, they're always watching. Yeah, and like the symbol that was above the door also had those clouds. You're sorry, I don't care. It's just really dissociating. Yeah, see, it's like complete demeanor change. Oh. Wait, so what I'm seeing is happening because she's still in a dissociative state. Because that's what this outfit kind of symbolizes. Oh, and the floor's still wet. She came home, she was punished. But somewhere in her mind, she used what she was taught and manipulated to believe to. And being like, okay, but you made a mistake now, though. So you should be punished too. And she went overboard with it. But she also said, like, certain things have the punishment of death. Like, you should be you should be dead for that. Like, oh. I think she kills her mom because in the drawing script, the point at her hand said mother's hand. Yeah. Wow, hold on. It's interesting because the pink character has band-aids on her design, gives me nursery vibes. Oh, yeah. But like even really religious people that don't believe in medicine, they still have nurses. But they're like very limited to what they do, and often it's just more of assistance than actual nursing. So like they still have to overcome it themselves, right? And they're just there to assist. And often they just pray, right? So, like... And maybe that person, like the nurse, was the mom. And that's the mistake she made. Like, she made the same mistake as Amane. But Amane got punished because she got tattled on. But Amane is like, but you did the same thing, though. So you should be punished, too. Or use the umbrella for punishment? Yeah. The baton and the umbrella were symbolized as the same thing. Oh, but it's also entirely possible that the water that's dragged in here is just from the umbrella that was wet. Murder by an umbrella is a crazy way to go. Theoretically, you can kill someone with a spoon. She's scared of the blue one the most. Yeah, that's the one that waterboarded her. To be fair, that, like, I think someone trying to drown me is a lot scarier than someone tasing me. Because that's not just pain, like, literally suffocating. Oh. Man. Crazy shit. Yeah, I don't think I can get too much more out of this than that. It, like you said, it's pretty much her first MV. It's just a lot more on the nose. A lot more reality, less like the first MV was almost entirely her just being brainwashed and having a specific view of the world, and now you actually start breaking through things. Water inhalation can have extreme long-term effects, including sudden death. Oh yeah, you only need like a cup of water in your lungs to be able to draw and drown. And if you have damage, or it happens a lot, there can be a lot of water that's just in your lungs, and eventually you just drown. I wonder if the man with the little girl is associated with one of the characters, or if he's just an NPC cult member. I think he might just be another parent in the cult that's just tattling on her. Like, oh, woman, your daughter, I saw her doing this, she should be punished. Yeah, she was holding a cult balloon. But also, like, if he wasn't in the cult, why would, like, a random dad, like, even if he's very religious, if he's not in the cult, be like, oh, that kid helped a random cat. I should tell her mom. Like, that's... Like, that alone would tell you that he is in the cult. Like, any random person would be like, "Aw, how adorable that the little girl is trying to help the stray cat." But yeah, we have interrogations now. I love Kazui's voice actor. Also, the code logo covers up a smile face. Oh, it's like the smiley face that you saw on the logo with the clouds, which is funny because it's also two smiley faces, so that kind of compares to the whole we thing that she kept doing. Kazui sings it. Yes, that's why I say I love his voice actor. Okay, thoughts on the first trial results. I don't really get it. I thought I could finally relax, but I was wrong. If I'm wrong, it covers up a frown. Both things are terrifying, not gonna lie. His voice actor is great. I can't erase one of his previous role prior to MILGRAM out of my memory though. Do you believe you were loved? I'd say so, but I wasn't able to make it work. Say the name of your victim. Oh, Hinaka Mukuhara, my wife. What's the meaning behind your name? It's cause I'm the eldest son. It seems like my father was also wishing I'd be a strong man. Voice a dog? What is dramatical murder? I'm Kazui Mukuhara the dog. Yaoi, Jesus, what is happening? I'm just gonna continue watching this. It's a yaoi game. Oh. Is there a prisoner similar to you? I suppose I'd say Kashiki-san if you really insist. Explicit BL visual novel. Oh! Dramatical murder? Let me... Look. Okay. We're not judging here. Oh, this art style is goated. Add to your wish list. Oh. Look, I'm a fudanshi, okay? That's not a secret. I'm also very bisexual, so that's... If there's a prisoner you aren't fond of, to be honest, probably also Kashiki-san. She shows me things I'm not that fond of seeing. How were your grades in school? Decent. I got into a sports science university through recommendation, but at some point I stopped studying. Dog is the final route. That was old school. Everybody know this? I didn't. If you make one of the other prisoners part of your family, who would you choose? Maybe Amane, because in my family children were the most distant. So you wouldn't have to deal with her. That's funny. If you have to make... Oh, wait. And for Joshi, I completely understand. What does love mean to you? To stay true to yourself and to be accepted as me? Ow. What's your father's job? A policeman. It seems like he always wanted me to become one as well. Kazui also sings on Paradox Live. You guys keep saying things. I don't know what Paradox Live is. Did you love the person you killed? Just no answer. Just no answer. What do you think of Futa Kajiyama? When you're at that age, it's okay to be that cocky. That's like the most out of character thing he has said. I haven't checked that out yet, so I'm also clueless. Okay. If you could be reborn, would you still choose to be yourself? I think I'll pass on being such a person. Damn. Is it like internalized homophobia? Do you like animals? Well, to an average extent. I had a dog back in my parents' place. Huh. What is Paradox Life? What are your thoughts on marriage? It's great for social credibility, and I thought that with it something could have changed. Oh, I feel so bad for him. Wait, okay, so this is completely inappropriate for me to say, but if he is gay, he is literally the stereotype of old man yaoi. Let's continue. What are lies to you? Ways to live without getting hurt. One thing I'll add about Dramatical Murders, that Steam only has the censored version of the game. Don't ask me why I know this. Paradox Life is MILGRAM, but no crime, but it groups together. Okay. Look, is that also on YouTube? Shidou Kazui, old man with dead wives, yaoi, yeah. But I was a Twitter user. Moo was meaning Kazui was gay. So yeah, that's a good question. Where's the other version? Okay, Paradox Life. Okay, wait, no, hold on. Before I forget, like, I'm gonna look it up. Okay, I'm so all over the place today. Paradox Life. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, fabulous. Actually watch later. I'm not watching it. I just edited to watch later so I wouldn't forget about it. I didn't click on I edited to watch later because it's not in the playlist. But Paradox Life. Wait, I think... Wasn't this a feature agency? Or am I confusing things? Yeah, I remember this. Wait, I have saved this. I've listened to this song. This is... It's not a feature agency. It's like actual people with characters. It's similar to feature based, but it's like just music. And it has lore and stuff. I don't know, let me just wait, I remember this song, so let me save the playlist. React music. Okay. He's the old man once again. I mean, that fits with his voice. VTubers, did someone say VTubers? Oh, are you guys interested in like doing a VTuber lore stream in the near future? I've done that before, but like there's a whole bunch of new people here. And I just want to react to like random VTuber lore. Damn, ignored. What? Oh, sorry, I didn't see your redeem. I'm sorry, Lexi. I love VTubers. Oh yeah, that's how I got here. I started reacting to VTuber lore. That's how I got here. You're waiting for me to be free. I'm so all over the place. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. Oh wait, Lexi, you renewed your sub a few days ago? Was that during the stream? Am I stupid? I feel like I'm stupid. Did I thank you for 40 months? I feel like I'm losing my mind. You did? Okay. Thank you for the hydrate. I did not see what the redeem was and I'm jump scared. I didn't expect that. I'm sorry. Maybe you just didn't realize the passage of time. Well, the fact that you're subscribed for 40 months means a lot of time passed. What do the people you respect think about your sin? I suppose they must be feeling guilty even though it was all my fault. When did you meet your first love? Maybe it was a teacher of mine in elementary school. Honestly, fucking mood. Okay, no, I did not have a crush on my teacher, but I can see having like an older figure in your life that it's really easy to have a crush on, especially if you're queer. Because feelings for other kids is like so confusing, but like having an adult person, like even though it's like crazy for kid to have a crush on an adult person is different than the other way around, especially if it's reciprocated. You get what I mean. But like as a queer person, having an adult in your life is a lot easier to have a crush on because you can actually figure out those feelings, sort of. Is there anything you wish your parents would have done? There's nothing much to say, but I wish I was born in a way that didn't have me suffering. Oh, my heart aches for him. I want to hug him. How do you feel about being liked by everyone else? It's painful. Correction, the question is actually how do you feel about being unlike everyone else? Oh, wow. No times I thought I had a crush on people just to figure out it was a hyperfixation. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that's a mood. Or I conflicted someone that was a genuine friend and me being, like, liking being around them, being excited because I felt safe with someone, for being in love. I was in several relationships because I confused really good friendship with love. Definitely did a little damage. He looks like he gives the best hugs, yeah. Thoughts in the first trial results? What a foolish judgment. I had high expectations and yet... Goddamn. Do you believe you were loved? Very much deeply. Oof. State the name of your victim. There's no victim, only those who are served punishment. Damn. That's harsh, even for a cult. What's the meaning behind her name? It conveys my parents' wish for our faith to reach every corner in this world. Is there a prisoner similar to you? Nobody. Is there a prisoner you aren't fond of? Shidou Kurosaki, because he's a doctor, yeah. How were your grades in school? I had no problems. If you have to make one of the prisoners part of your family, who would you choose? Mahiru Shina, her innate goodness might have brought the two of us closer, maybe. You just needed someone to be nice to you. What does love mean to you? To spread mercy with no limits. What's your father's job? After working extremely hard, he became a lecturer. I'm very proud of that. Did you love the person you killed? I love them. This is so sad. What do you think of Futakajiyama? He is lost and in pain. I should help him. Damn, savior complex. You could be reborn, would you still choose to be yourself? Obviously, it's a crazy statement. Do you like animals? I like them. You like them more than just liking them. What are your thoughts on marriage? It's a vow to overcome trials together. Oh yeah, he's probably the teacher mascot from her MVs. That would make sense. What are lies to you, Sin? Damn. She has a bigger hate burner for Shidou, despite Kazui's whole deal being a liar. What are the people you respect think about your Sin? I just follow what I've been taught, so obviously they'll praise me and tell me I did well. Yeah, oh, that's also possible. That because she hurt the cat, that demanded a punishment too. There's clearly something that she turned around, thinking like, hey, if you have to punish me for something, you deserve punishment too. When did you meet your first love? I haven't yet. There must be someone they've chosen for me. Is there anything you wish your parents would have done? My mother should have kept her faith until the very end. Damn! Way to throw mom under the bus. How do you feel about not being liked by everyone else? Nevertheless, I was born myself, so I'm happy. Correction, the question is actually, how do you feel about being unlike everyone else? Oh, so just like the other one. Nevertheless, I was born as myself, so I am happy. Damn. Okay, do we want to run the ad right now? So we don't have to run another ad? I think we should. I think we're gonna run an ad, just yap in the meantime, and then when everyone else is back, we can just do a Mikoto, and then we don't have another ad. Okay, awesome. Run a 3-minute ad. I won't be gone. I will just go to here, and we put on some music. Wow. Yeah, I am looking forward to Mikoto, mostly because I love this voice actor so much. But also, I just love how fascinating him having multiple personalities is in contrast to how MILGRAM is treating it. I go shower for a bit then. It's only 3 minutes! The ad is only 3 minutes. So how super speed? Good luck. I cannot. Like, shower in 10 minutes is already a miracle for me. How's everyone doing right now? I love Mikoto so much. He's my fave. His writing regarding DID isn't the best, but he is just a good character in other ways. Yeah, oh yeah. It doesn't fully track with what I know about DID, but I feel like if they made it more accurate, his character would have become very confusing to people that don't know about DID, and probably spark a lot more hateful responses, and eventually do more harm to how people view DID than if they were more correct. Like the incorrectness would have done less harm than being correct would have caused harm with the responses of the audience. If you had to see a series where the character with DID properly though, I mean, it's hard to begin with. Like, even if you have someone with the DID, write a character with DID, they still are basing it on their own experience, and the experiences differ so vastly. Like, even with autism, I feel like there have been autism representation on TV written by an autistic person, which we in the book community call own voices, and that still misses a lot of points because they only have their own experience, and autism is a spectrum, so one experience doesn't equate all, and it sometimes internalized ableism as well as other things can just, I don't know. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there, but like, can really skew your own ability to view autism as a disability, creating you misrepresenting the disability entirely, even if you have it yourself. Oh, Kotoko also has DID, or is close to schizophrenia. I mean, they're both personality disorders. The evil alter stereotype is pretty bad, but I love Mikoto's personality by itself so much. I feel like... Oh, Toka from Danganronpa? Ah, makes sense. I feel like, yeah, it's a terrible stereotype. But I feel like the way they're treating it... they're putting a bit more nuance than some movies I've seen. Because sometimes there are movies and there's like someone has an evil stereotype and they either like unnuancedly say, okay, but it's not really their fault, it's their evil alter ego. Or they say, oh, it's completely their fault because it's still the same person, so like there should be no leeway, like they're evil, whatever. And they're trying at least to put a nuance and make you think about it. Especially in the music video, like they're really showing him as two different people. MILGRAM is shooting him as two different people. And like they're definitely trying. It's super flawed, but it's definitely, from what I've seen also, it's one of the better ones. And like, I am not a good resource on that because I don't have it. But I know people who do. And I love diving into what other neurodivergencies are like. So I watch a lot of YouTubers talk about their own experiences on certain stuff. So I learned a lot about that. Yeah, I also don't have a horse in this race, but it's like, yeah. Is it weird I haven't had an ad yet? Then you weren't due for an ad. Sometimes there are like just less ads available on Twitch. So even if I do say like, oh, I want to run a 3-minute ad, sometimes people don't get ads. Sometimes people get only a minute or a minute and a half or only 30 seconds. And maybe you have ad block. That's also possible. But at least now there won't be an ad just randomly in our face. But yeah, the ad is also long over, so we can continue. You're back. Amazing timing. We're about to go back into it. So, hello there, Mikoto.
Mikoto.
いや、監視君。
お前、ミコトだよな。
何言ってんの？なんか久しぶりな気がするな。
Wow, the switch up.
あれ、なんだ？鎖？やだな、外してよ。
却下。お前は危険すぎる。物理的な拘束は必須だ。
こんな人畜無害な人を捕まえて何言ってんの？
やはり自覚がないんだな。
いや、さ、
Poor guy.
さすがにわかるよ。僕は寝てる間に。
Also, he knows something is up.
みんなが教えてくれた。コトちゃんとドンパチやらかしたとかさ。
そうらしいな。
If you don't know what DID is, you'd probably think you're weird sleepwalking. Yeah, exactly.
最近眠くなる頻度も高くなっちゃって。いやー、困っちゃうよね。
Oh yeah, so like if he switches every time he goes out, like sleeping or whatever, then it means he's barely catching any sleep. That's not great for anyone's sanity. His T2 song is my favorite. Then I'm really hyped.
態度見たらわかるんだ。空気読めちゃうから、僕。嫌になっちゃうよね。ここに来てからずーっとわけわかんないよ。
Must be really scary because you would have literal gaps in your memory.
苦しい時に笑うんだな。怒ったり叫んだりしないんだ。困ったように笑
う。いや、そうだね。僕そういうとこあるかもね。 大抵笑ってごまかしてりゃうまくいくじゃん。そういうとこ器用だからさ。それなりにこなしてさ。
そうか。
でも終わらないんだよね。ここじゃ。
Natsuki Hanai is so good. Like, for the people that don't know Natsuki Hanai, this is the same voice actor as fucking Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. And Ken Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. Like, oh, and Okaran from Dandadan. Like, if you listen closely, you can tell, right? But Vanitas as well? Yeah.
出たな。
おう、まだボコられたりねえみてえじゃん。看守のガキ。あ？ビビってんのかよ。
男にやられたくせに。
ありゃ不意をつかれただけだ。お前が寝てる間にやり合ったが、別に負けてねえ。
多重人格。今喋っているお前は、ミコトの別人格という理解でいいか。
まあ、そうなんじゃねえか。
そうか。お前のことは何と呼べばいい？
あ？
John, you're threatening a child. Thank you for the follow. Aditya12233. And thank you for the follow. Luca is my glorious king as well.
だよな。俺もそれが俺でなきゃ信じねえよ。
Oh, his birthday next month? Hell yeah.
逃れるための嘘だとしか思わね
え。だが、ミルグラムがお前をそうだと認めている。僕は事実。
Sorry, I got distracted by the. I was distracted by the follows.
そうか。お前のことは何と呼べばいい？
あ？ずいぶん普通に受け入れるじゃねえか。多重人格なんて眉唾もんだろ。
ああ、僕もそんなものが実際にあるとは思わなかった。
だよな。俺もそれが俺でなきゃ信じねえよ。人殺しが罪
John is pretty
嘘だとしか思わねえ。
straightforward as well.
ミルグラムがお前をそうだと認
Oh,
め
what did he say?
嘘だとしか思わねえ。
It's just, I just think it's a lie someone came up with to get away with murder. I mean, people do
ミル
that.
グラムがお前をそうだと認めている。僕は事実として受け入れ、考えを進めるだけだ。で、何と呼べばいいんだ？名前。
知らねえよそんなの。好きに呼べや。
お前を便宜上、ジョンと呼ぶ。
犬みてえな名前だな。
身元不明の
John?
人物を指すジョン・ドゥーから。
John is not a dog's name.
気に入った。
Maybe it isn't
知
John.
識ひけらかしてるみたいでいけすかね
え。しかし、今日は随分と落ち着いている方じゃないか。僕はお前を怪物みたいなものだと思っていたぞ。ここまで話が通じると思わなかった。
調子のんじゃねえ。この鎖さえなかったら今頃顔面潰れてんぞ。
Okay, so he's reasonable to a degree.
怖い怖い。
He realized, okay, being aggressive is no point if I cannot do anything with it.
ミルグラムの拘束が効果を発揮しないのが何よりの証拠だ。ミルグラムはミコトを囚人と判定し、別の人格であるお前は例外となっている。
ああ、なるほどね。それでお前の中で多重人格が確定してるわけか。
だから今日はお前を重要参考人として話を聞ければと考え。
Oh yeah, this. Oh, that's interesting indeed. Like as it, I didn't even think about that. S only is able to talk to a single witness from any of the crimes. Like everyone else is like the perpetrator, so like they're both the suspects and the witness. But like John, according to Milgram, is technically the witness. Because John definitely seems to be really aware from when Mikoto is fronting. While the other way around, Mikoto has no idea. So does that mean, like, it looked like John was the one that killed the person. But maybe it was actually Mikoto. And people have said maybe there are more than 2 alters that we're not knowing about. Because there was something with colors. That Mikoto was blue, John was red, and there was like a green altar or something. Yeah, if you're going with the thing that like Milgram says that Mikoto is the prisoner, so Mikoto did it. John is a unique witness.
まともに話ができそうで何よりだ。
だけどな、これはいいことじゃねえぞ。多分。
どういうことだ。
僕が消えようとしているかも。
I might be trying to disappear. Eye blue. Eye white. Oh, yeah, that's something I saw on the wiki as well, that Mikoto and John use different first-person pronouns. So, like, Boku is Mikoto and John is Ora, but it wouldn't translate to English. You want to note on that too? Okay, so Boku is Mikoto, John is Ora. Okay.
明らかに俺が表に出てる時間が長くなった。
Oh, they're actually using the word fronting.
そのおかげで俺という存在が安定してきてる。ちゃんと話せるのはそのせいじゃねえか。俺が怪物のままの方が。
Before I thought that like something already happened and that Mikoto was already split before the murder. But more and more it makes me think that the murder is the reason he split in the first place if John was still stabilizing.
よかったかもしれねえな。お、なんだよ。
思いのほか、お前が理知的な物言いをするもので驚いている。
大卒だからな。多重人格はなぜ生まれるとされてんだ。
正確には乖離性同一性障害という。一般的には苦痛やストレス、トラウマなどから自分を守るためにもう一つの人格を生み、切り離しを図るとされているの。
うん。多分俺は僕の受けたストレスを解消するために出てきてる。俺が長く出てるってことはそれだけ僕が強いストレスを受け続けているわけだ。
ストレス。ミルグラムの環境のことだな。
ああ、特に許す。
Yeah, that really means that, yeah, it was already obvious, but Mikoto is the original. John is the alter that has the memories of the stress in the trauma. That's why it's probably so aggressive, and Mikoto is quite innocent and naive. Because John was formed to protect Mikoto. Oh, I love the translation that they're doing the color coding. John is a protector, yeah. So, okay, so in this case, it might be more that John is like... Okay, so what I've seen with people with DID is that sometimes the alters are just literally split versions of the original personality. And sometimes it's completely new people that you could still, like, if you dive into it, could rationalize back into the original person. But simply put, sometimes it's literally like the calm part and the aggressive part, they split. So one is extra calm and the other one is extra aggressive, because before, because they were mixed, it was a lot more balanced. And now they're completely separated. And I think that might be the case here. The alter that fronts in stressful situations protect the host. Yeah. By the way, if anyone at any point in time thinks like, Ezzy, you're full of shit, correct me. Always. If you're a VOD watcher currently, correct me in the comments. I'm just trying to go on this, the knowledge I have. That's why I, Mikoto, am entrusting me, John, with my Mikoto's heart. Like, John is basically saying, like, Mikoto basically told John like, hey, please help me protect my heart. Metaphorically, of course.
だから俺に預けるんだ。心を。
なるほどな。
無理もね。本人からすりゃ自分に記憶のない罪で責められてんだ。
それが真実なら。
That's so.
実際に人殺しをしたのはお前か。
ああ、俺だ。
Oh, so they already split before the murder. Then why is Mikoto
だ
being
から
the
本当に
murderer?
僕はやってねえんだ。
なぜ殺したか聞いていいか。
むしゃくしゃして。
誰を殺した？
そこらへん歩いてたやつ。
何人殺した？
記憶にね。俺はその時
So they just split. Oh, wait. So John is admitting to several murders. But what if that's not what he is on trial for? Maybe he doesn't remember whatever the fuck Mikoto did. Because it was before the split. And that's why they split. And then he went on an additional killing spree because it was just that part of his personality. But then he should remember because that personality would be him. Okay, that puts in like the three alter theory again. Maybe it seems that way to John, but what if it's someone Mikoto knew? Yeah. So like what I understand is like if there's something stressful, then the alter will split off with the memories of the stressful thing. So the host doesn't have to remember the thing that was traumatic. So the split of alter will remember. The host will not. But if he is saying, I didn't do it either, but Mikoto doesn't remember, then it was neither of them. Midokoto, yeah. And because MILGRAM is acknowledging different personalities as... But it still doesn't make sense. Because MILGRAM is acknowledging multiple personalities. But Mikoto is a prisoner. And the only counter theory is that MILGRAM is flawed. And in case of multiple personalities, it defaults to the host.
曖昧だ。
よくも悪びれずに言えたものだ。
法律で言うと、僕はどうなる？
Yeah, like, sorry, I keep pausing, but like, if he was just born and he was very murderous, that means that the personality part, like the personality traits that made Mikoto murder in the first place got transferred to him and amplified because it's like mostly the default part of his personality. And now he's stabilized and he's a lot less aggressive and he's a lot more reasonable. But when he was first born, he was unstable and going on literally the thing he knew best, and it was murdering. So is Mikoto lying? Fuck, man. If MILGRAM's system is flawed, maybe because it's Mikoto's original body, so they're punishing the original owner of the body, so it's hard to figure out. Yeah. Maybe Mikoto killed the memories of the kill were transferred to John, so Mikoto killed but doesn't remember. Doesn't work like that. It's complicated. I feel like they will tell us. Welcome in, Anania21. Now he says, okay.
僕はただストレスに耐えていただけなんだぜ。 一人でじっと耐えていたんだ。爆発するまで誰かを傷つけようなんて考えてなかったんだよ。そういうことができないやつなんだ。気使って空気読みで。
Hold on.
そういう
Mikoto is not the kind of person who could do stuff
こ
like
とが
that.
できないやつなんだ。気使って
I always look out for others, always read the room, always try to look out for people around Mikoto. Mikoto couldn't do something like that. We only have T3, but Mikoto is 09, so it will be ages. Oh yeah, it will be... Like, it's also entirely possible that they are speeding up T3. That they worked ahead, right? But it will be at least a year. If not two.
周りの顔色を伺ってばっかで、そういうことができないから爆発しそうだったから俺が生まれたんだ。あんまりだろ。何もしてねえんだぞ僕は。
そうだったとして。
To be honest, what Mikoto wishes he could be: straightforward, strong, and able to stand up for himself. So only Koto was like, I don't know which one was delayed.
ミコトの意志ではなかったとして、人の命は失われている。中身がジョン、お前だったとして、それを証明する手立てはない。少なくとも裁判で完全に通ることはない。虚言だと判断されることだって。
お前はどう思うんだ。
僕
やったのは俺だ。僕はやってない。お前はミルグラムによってそれを知っている。刑法なんてどうでもいい。お前はどう思うんだよ。僕を許してやってくれよ。
If he's really the protector, it's entirely possible that he's lying too, to protect Mikoto even more. Like, he knows it wasn't Mikoto. Or like, he knows, like, okay, the murders I did are not the thing that is being on trial here.
やったのは俺なんだ。
すぐには判断できない。
You're going really hard on that.
そう簡単に許すと判断できることではない。事実、ミコトの心象風景はあまりに残虐なものだった。許さない。そう判断した。
それは多重人格がフェイクの可能性があるからだろ。僕は本当に悪くない。殺したのは俺だ。お前なら納得できんのか。朝起きたら人殺しになってるんだぜ。
お前を
Then if he disproves that, we'll see.
言えるかもしれない。
Thank you for being here, Fallen Guardian.
多分俺は僕にとっての理想の自分だ。
Oh, now he's saying that too.
ストレスに泣き寝入りしない、やり返せる自分だ。俺という人格が生まれなきゃ、僕はきっと限界が来て壊れてた。
ジョン、お前。
確かに全部ぶち壊してくれる存在を願ったのは僕だ。一人で立ち向かえなかった僕の弱さが原因かもしれねえ。でもそれだけだ。それが罪か。
それを考えるのはこれからだ。
お前と話して俺がやったことが許されないことだというのは分かった。それには納得だ。
はあ、そうだな。
ミルグラムの判断対象は僕、ミコトだな。俺、つまりジョンではねえ。
その通りだ。
僕を許してやってくれ。そうでなければ僕はきっともう耐えられねえ。
別の人格が起こした罪は罪ではない。そう判断しろと言いたいんだな。
I want to get a plushie of Mikoto and John having a tea party.
俺は消えてやる。
Man, so sad.
最終的に俺はいなくならなきゃならない。全部。
Wait, are they saying that in this case, when alters integrate, which means that like two personalities merge together, and either they become like the average of both, or like one just disappears mostly, that it also takes with the memories. To resolve the theory, there was a third alter, but neither of them remember that alter, or dormancy, that too. Like neither. Like, Mikoto doesn't remember doing anything. John is convinced Mikoto can not even do that. Does admit to doing murders himself, but he is not on trial. Can disappear, but he can't go dormant. I mean, if you've healed from your trauma enough, alters start, like, integrating. But he's clearly not healed, but, like, he says disappear eventually. Honestly, for the purpose of this, it doesn't even matter if they integrate or he goes dormant.
全部引き受けていなくなる。俺は僕を守るために生まれたんだから。
そのために生まれた。
ああ。僕を守るためだったら。
Yeah, he really is to protect her. It's almost sad.
何でもやるんだぜ。
ジョ
ン。何？犬の名前？
ミコト。
看守君、犬飼ってんの？犬種何？
Even if he disappears, Mikoto will still be left in MILGRAM environment. That's right. No, he says I have to disappear eventually. Like, it doesn't have to be in MILGRAM. It's already a bit odd if he didn't have DAD beforehand, I think. So a third would make sense. That too. And it's not impossible. Thank you for the follow, Finikios DR123. Welcome in. I don't think it's impossible, but it's just a lot more likely. Yeah, having a dormant altar that you just don't know of, that you already had it, that's entirely possible. Yeah, the voice change is so good.
そんな人知らないよ。
そうだろうな。
I wanna wish you, yeah.
ミコト、お前の罪を歌え。
We're just gonna let it play. It's crazy how you can go from like looking super cute to like almost scary, even though his entire like how he looks is just the same actually. It's just body language. Someone's a liar? This is so sad. Even in the song, you're hearing voice changes. Dude, I just want to cry. I don't know what else to say. I just want to cry. Because if you think about it in a different way, like John isn't that old. He was born to protect him, and like in a having adult emotions, but like you only have existed for X amount of time, and though you do probably have memories of the host, you're basically, in terms of age, you're a child. And if you have aggressive tendencies that you basically inherited from the host when it's split, the only way you can protect is like just literally get rid of people, aka killing them. So like, it's just so sad, and it just kept saying like, you're making me out to be the scoundrel, while I was always doing was protecting you. But something I also said with the first trial, like there's two ways you can look at it. Milgram extracts memories regardless of if you remember them, because they're still in there. But it does take into account that you can rewrite memories in your head because of trauma. But then also, it's Mikoto that's on trial. And John is not. Mikoto doesn't know about John's existence, he keeps saying. But both of his music videos have been overwhelmingly memories from John and from John's perspective. So like, someone is lying. And there's clearly a massive flaw in MILGRAM, because only Mikoto is on trial, but the memory system is still considering them the same person, and they have access to both sets of memories. It's so sad because John is a person too. He meant to protect Mikoto, but he only made it worse, and how he is in a situation where he can't protect him at all, meaning he has failed to do his one and only purpose, the reason he was born, because they're in the same body and share the same brain. I want to point out that Mikoto's hair seems to have been dyed blonde, typically associated with like rebels and delinquents in Japan. Yeah. And like the earrings. And that's like the crazy thing, when you can clearly see a difference in how like his face looks and how his eyes look, and just posture and like body language. It's like, even between that look, he can go from looking like an absolute delinquent to just a really sweet guy with some piercings and dyed hair. And like the voice changed as well. But I feel like what these music videos are telling us is that one of them is lying. Either John knows more than he lets on, Mikoto knows more than he lets on. White windows represent Mikoto, black ones and Johnson and MF. Oh yeah, you definitely also see like color changes and stuff. Like when stuff like here is like overwhelmingly red, but now you see a bit more blue and it's all lighter. You see that? Oh yeah, I see the black and white things. Yeah, there's a lot of red, so it's clearly who it is. And now, like, the whole vibe changes. The placement of the shiniest eye also changes. Yeah, I didn't even see that that's... Oh yeah, it's in the bottom here. Yeah. And where can we see his... Oh, it's all in the bottom though, for what I can see. But yeah, I already saw that it was like a change. Oh yeah, here's it up top. Oh, you can see it. It must be so scary because John is basically a child, but also not a child, and like only like literally one job, and doesn't really know how to do properly, so he's probably scared as fuck. You can use the period and comma keys to go frame by frame. I know that, but I'm just trying to scroll through. Yeah. Oh yeah, the shine is up top. But I think they're showing us here that he is aware of the shit that happened. Because like he wakes up here as Mikoto covered in blood. There's just no way he doesn't know about the murders. I feel so bad. And you can see he's just so tired. Oh, and when he falls asleep, then John frowns. Oh, you can... Oh, wait! You can see him fall asleep here. And then you can literally see him switch. Here, probably, somewhere. Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? You know what I find fascinating? In all of the other MVs, it kind of mattered who died for all the other prisoners. But in this case, it doesn't really matter who died, but it's the fact that people died. And it's very unclear who is the one responsible. And like, it doesn't even matter who died. The fact that people died, and it's like a whole mess. But his memory could cover it up since it's a traumatic memory, but that's why he doesn't remember everything. Okay, so that's usually the case. But with DID, the whole point of like alter splitting off is to literally create that wall in the memory. So the host doesn't have to remember the traumatic thing, and the alter gets the memory. But MILGRAM very specifically put Mikoto on trial. Mikoto says he doesn't remember a thing. John said that he is the one killing people. But it looks like that's not what they're on trial for. There's also multiple things online where you can see who says what between the two of them. The I'm sorry at the end is John. You think if you listen to the voice, like he has a different tone of voice even in the song. Yeah, like the whole like, oh, but Mikoto doesn't remember because his memory is covering up. That's like the whole point of John splitting off in the first place, but John doesn't have the memory either. Oh, lyrics wise, okay, yeah. But yeah, I'm still like I said earlier, like people said that there's like Mikoto is the blue altar, John is the red one, and there's like a third green one. It's sad how John takes every bad thing for himself, even bad habits like smoking. Mikoto mentions how he sealed away his habit and now only uses electronic cigarettes. And in the first MV, we see John smoking regular cigarettes. Yeah, because there's a literal wall between the memories. He thinks he quit that. Well, in reality, his mind protected him from it. Also, in the running section, there are like 3 people running. So if John fronts when Mikoto is under stress in his T1, if that was John, what about the situation caused Mikoto distress? Exactly. That's why I'm thinking that whatever Mikoto is on trial for happened before John split off. And John is so murderous because it's literally the part of the personality that made Mikoto murder someone in the first place. So Mikoto literally doesn't have it in him anymore. And that's why John is saying that. Mikoto would never, because he literally doesn't have that part of himself anymore because that's all in John. But there's still gaps that are unexplained. One doesn't have to contradict the other. He can have an alter, and since John was just born, maybe he couldn't control fronting that. Well, I don't know exactly. Job working in the beginning, we see messages from the job. But in this MV? Or the other? Also, you said running sequence. Wait, what is this actually? It's a weird crack. This is why I'm convinced Mikoto was like a delinquent or something, because there's no way They could just be random people as if you just happen to have that. Yeah. But also here it says, all I did was dream. So that being like Mikoto saying like, I was just asleep. That wasn't me. I was asleep. You were the one awake. And that's what you found guilty. Making it seem like he is aware, like there is something to be found guilty of. Yeah, I'm looking for the running sequence while also going over the rest of it a little bit more. Yeah, you can hear the voice difference when he is like, I was dreaming, you're a liar, you're making me out to be a scoundrel, why? And now it changes to, hey, now I saved you, right? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why are you blaming me? Like, they're aware of each other in a lot bigger capacity than Mikoto's letting on. Stand up and sing your gratitude. Like, they know about singing and like the guilty stuff. Like, they're self-aware. So like him saying like, hey, now go and sing about your gratitude. Like, hey, you're in this music video too. Stop denying it. I also have to think, like, there's a really clear voice difference between Mikoto and John. Like, now there's a rapping part that's all distorted. Yeah, and here, on the phone, that was Mikoto talking to his mom, not John pretending to be Mikoto. It keeps flickering to green. And there's 3 people. It keeps being a flicker to green. Here too. Like, I know it might be like I said 3rd color, but like there keeps being like hints of green. So like there's red, blue, and there's random green. Nine is his prison number. 3 times 3 is 9. I mean, that's can be, yeah, but like, okay, wait, I need to. This is Mikoto. This is John. This is Mikoto again. Like, he knows. He knows. He's lying to us. But this is the reason he split, but like, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, man. Okay, man, this is rough. I also need to finish up ASAP, but like, we can... don't ignore. I mean, sure, but what about the fact that if Mikoto was guilty again, he would literally just disappear? Like at T2, it's better to include the consequences too. Yeah, that makes sense. The train station, of course, there's gonna be random people. I mean, the train station is probably not literal. Like, if I'm gonna be real. It is. I think the train station or like the train is like a metaphor for like the journey that's happening, or time passing. Probably something that I'm not completely getting, but that definitely seems like a metaphor, and they're definitely using the light outside, but if it's like day or night. Oh, that's also like during the day, it's all Mikoto, but when he goes to sleep at night, he becomes John. Neoplasm. Included in train station in both MVs. Huh. What does neoplasm mean? Neoplasm meaning? A new and abnormal growth of tissue in the part of the body, especially characteristic of cancer. I mean, that can literally just seem like that one of them is technically a cancer, like it's hurting them more than not. Neoplasm in relation to DID. I mean, you can read like a literal cancer growth as like the alter is a cancer growth, but like there's also something in his memory that can be seen as a cancer growth. There's a lot of ways to interpret that. I'm not sure about that. Okay, I want, like, as the last thing we do today, I want to rewatch his T1. Because I'm absolutely convinced Mikoto's lying about something. I know we don't really rewatch that many, but I feel like that one is, I don't know. Mikoto. Oh, his first song is called Me Me, so double me. Like they said that in the MV again. Okay, let me. What's the name of his voice drama in T2? Yeah, okay. Isn't saying Mikoto's lying a bit victim blaming? No. I think he knows more than he lets on. I don't necessarily mean that he is responsible, but he keeps saying he's not aware of John. But everything in the MV points to him, like, seeing the aftermath of, like, at least some of the killings, or, like, waking up with blood on his hands. And he keeps saying that he doesn't know what happens. Like, he just say, oh, people are scared of me, and I think I'm, like, sleepwalking or something. I'm losing sleep. But the MV keeps making it look like he knows that he is violent in his sleep. Well, in the interrogation, he keeps denying it. Whether it's actually him doing it or just John is irrelevant. He says that he doesn't know, but MV says he does. So he's lying about something that can mean that he's also lying about something else. But it's also possible that there's a third alter. Why would he think he's the one who did it when he woke up there? The way he reacted made it look a lot that he knows that, like, he was responsible in some degree. He's sitting in front of a TV in his living room. People think it might be the third alter. Yeah, that's what I was gonna look for. His hair covering one eye. Wait, okay, wait, now we know. The highlight is at the top, but not the center top. He has two highlights now. Wait, he has two highlights. And they're all at a angle. Oh yeah, there's also like a whole lot of tarot stuff that you can do. Oh yeah, and now it's again the train tracks. Okay, you have a point. The train is relevant. Oh, the animation. I know that the animation has been improving, but like, there's a stark difference. 3 seats in the headspace too. This MV is also very green. Like before, it was like normal colors and like highlights of blue and red, but some green. But this is very green. Yeah, and the highlight is at a very different place than it was at any other point in time. Oh, he literally says switch. Also, it literally shows John disposing of the body. How can Mikoto know then? Oh, I kept saying like, John murdering people is not what they're on trial for. He's literally talking about switching. And then there's also the thing of like, if Mikoto is not aware of having the ID, how the fuck is he aware in the headspace? Also, when it turns there, it shows a red, blue, and green. The third altar is possibly the gatekeeper. Yeah, but like Mikoto is not aware of like an inner headspace because he doesn't know he has the ID. He just thinks he goes to sleep. Well, John knows he is an altar. John is aware of Mikoto. John, I bet, can kind of like see whatever's happening to Mikoto when Mikoto's fronting. Mikoto probably made some bad thing before he split. John talks about how he's the fake one and Mikoto is the original, but every trait of John's personality is something the original Mikoto had. Yeah, I really think that before John came to be, the reason he is so murderous is that he literally became the one part that made Mikoto murder or be aggressive in the first place. So now he's none of that, and John is all of that. Doesn't have to be literal, it's literally confirmed he has dissociative identity disorder. Yeah. It's very green again. Like, if it was just to symbolize the night, it could just be dark blue, right? Or like a blood moon type of thing. I think the whole highlights theory doesn't really hold up as much here. But like, he has all different kinds of highlights, and in the other video we only saw him with like one highlight, either the top or the bottom, and here he keeps like switching between having one or multiple. Unless this is like the original. Wait. No, I thought he had multiple highlights, but there's like 2. Like, unless the original had like multiple highlights, and when he split, they all got 1 each. Three highlights, and here's 2, but the small highlight is on the left side, but on the other one it was on the right side. And twice now, like in this music video, you see Mikoto kind of panicking when he looks in the mirror. He's like aware, like, oh, what the fuck is happening? And he's kind of panicking. See? In the other video, that happens too. Again, everything is very green. here he is also aware of the headspace. But he keeps saying he doesn't know. If you're saying he did something else, what did he do then? Doesn't really make sense. If that's true, it would be shown more clearly in the T2 MV. How are we supposed to judge him if we don't know what the fuck it is? I mean, he keeps saying he doesn't know. And there are clear gaps in the story as well. But Mikoto is the one on trial, not John. And John keeps saying, like, I was just protecting you, but John is not the one on trial. And now it becomes red. I'm already the fake one. Yeah, everything was super, like outside, everything was green. The headspace is very blue. And now suddenly it turns to red. No, I know that. They aren't literally physically. But like, if you're in the headspace and you're aware of like, I am in a headspace. Or like in some internal part of myself. But then go out and say, I don't know I have DID. I don't know that I have alters. I just think I'm asleep. Those are two contradicting things. Because Mikoto is very clearly aware that there's something up. But he keeps denying it when asked. That's the thing I'm pointing at. I'm not saying it's a physical space. They're very clearly like making it seem like it's some eternal plane of existence that doesn't really exist on a physical plane. I think your theory is interesting, to be honest. Makes Mikoto as the host more interesting to think about as well. I think if he's lying, like you are saying, he's actively trying to deceive himself as well because dude is deep in denial. Yeah. And with what we see of the other people's memories, they're showing memories that are twisted because you can manipulate your own memories. But the way he keeps saying, like, I don't remember this. And it's just, and MILGRAM is seeing Mikoto as the only person that's on trial, and as Mikoto seeing as a separate person from John. And if Mikoto keeps saying he doesn't have any memories of John, but the music videos still keep showing that he knows, it keeps showing John's memories. So that means that Mikoto should have those memories as well in some degree, or at least have some sort of access to them. Otherwise, it's like, MILGRAM cannot say that Mikoto is a different person from John and that Mikoto doesn't know about John, but then also tap into John's memories if Mikoto doesn't have access to them. Like, that would be a contradiction. Just from a storytelling perspective, with so many little details that are so intentional, there's no way that they're just going over that. And yeah, you're correct. Like, the camera feed is blue. He's watching himself. He is not fronting, but like, alters can still kind of see sometimes, not always, but they can still kind of like watch from like a security camera type thing what is happening. That's how John is aware of what Mikoto is doing. And this shows that, again, that Mikoto is aware of what John is doing, but he's just lying. Unless there's a third altar, and this is from before that. And then there's also the co-conscious kind of thing. Yeah, I think that's the thing. And then there's also the thing, if the green altar is the problem, and John is so adamant on protecting Mikoto, then it's also possible that John unintentionally is protecting Mikoto from the green altar, and they're neither really aware of it. Green couch and headspace? Yeah. Wait. Take a good look at me until you find me. They're basically showing now that John was created here, something of the sorts. I'll forgive you if you tell me now. Yeah, that's just... Yeah, and like, why the fuck would John punch the camera? He is clearly protecting Mikoto from something. Oh yeah, like the person reading the cards. This confirms that John is in the headspace with someone, punching them, but he is all on protecting Mikoto, so the person being punched is not Mikoto. Look, there's too much. And like, if the green was nothing, it wouldn't have returned. They could have picked any color. Yellow, pink, orange. But they went with the green again. Or maybe he's punching the camera and preventing us from seeing the headspace. Yeah, but we're not there. It shows that, like here, it shows someone that looks like Mikoto reading the cards. They're reading the cards. And like, they're reading cards, looking at the cards, down at the table. And then his face, like his vision is literally pulled up by another person looking like Mikoto and punched. You can see the hand, like he literally grabs him by the hair, yanks his hand, his head up, and punches it. And we saw that it was a Mikoto altar reading the cards. The person has never interacted with the camera before. Yeah, because a lot of this video is also from like direct point of view. Like a lot of the shots of the cards is like as if you're looking from a memory that's like them literally looking at the cards. And we're seeing like he is seeing himself. It's like a different part of him. I gotta read the tarot card analysis again. I need to look into that as well, but I don't have time for that today. And I went way too long, but holy shit. I'm so amped, but I need to I need to head off now. So let's pick someone to rate. The highlights when he reads the cards as well. Yeah, the highlights are super irregular, but there definitely is something with him, like with the highlights. There's something up in this video as well, but it's not as clear cut as they did it in T2. Or rating. Let's rate Artemis. Oh, he's asleep? Hey, why is he asleep? Like, come on, I can never rate you. Why are you asleep? He's doing a Sabaton and he's currently asleep. That's why I never can rate him, because he's always sleepy. Sleepy boy. Fucking hell. Oh, Mari's also sleeping. Thank you for the stream. Yeah, thank you for being here. What's difficult is we don't know what the purpose is or not. Yeah. Okay. I'll just rate dreaming. And then I head off. Rate dreaming cannibal. I'm sorry we're doing repeat rates, but like there's nobody else I feel comfortable rating because they're all bigger streamers and I don't know them. Will you wait till T3 is out to watch it all, or will you watch every video when it comes out? I will watch Kodako's like Trial 2, and then whatever is left of Trial 2 with like the end videos. And like the few teasers for Trial 3 tomorrow. And then I'll probably start editing all of the streams together in like a condensed version. And then make videos on everything that comes out. But I'll probably record that on stream. Like the first reaction is live. Does that make sense? But I'll first focus on like we start with the Little Trial 3. Yeah, I will react to, like I said, Kodako Trial 2, the end videos of Trial 2, the general ones with the results and everything, and then the teasers of Trial 3, like everything that's out of Trial 3 right now. Tomorrow. Same time. That's the idea. Unless my parents say like I absolutely cannot stream, I will let you know. There will be a how do you call it? There will be a waiting room again. Yeah, but all be tomorrow. Okay. See you guys tomorrow. Bye. This is a black screen. Bye.
Love this keyboard.